among the special sports presentation. Alright, it's game day. You only got one job to do. That's win. That means you stay focused for four quarters. Know your assignments and finish on every play. Don't be looking for shortcuts. Don't even think about making excuses. Because if you want the W, you have to earn it.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Catoctin High School for a special matinee edition of high school football. That's right, this is the Catoctin home season opener. We're going to bring you an exciting game between the Governor Thomas Johnson Patriots traveling here to Catoctin in Thurmont to play the Catoctin Cougars. Opening day for both these teams. A lot of the teams played yesterday, Friday Night Lights, but we've moved this to Saturday because of the Thurmont-Emmitsburg Community Show, and we've got a great afternoon of good football for you. As a matter of fact, to get it started out just right, we interviewed new head coach Brady Ridenour. We'll play that interview for you in a moment. An exciting little tidbit trivia for you. This is the oldest coach in Frederick County, Vince Ahern, head coach of the TJ Patriots, versus the youngest coach in Frederick County, Brady Ridenour, head coach of the Catoctin Cougars. Let's hear what Brady had to say about this game.
Okay, we're here with Brady Ridenour, the new head coach of the Catoctin football team. Brady, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Excellent, Brady. It's exciting to hear that you've come all this way, becoming the new head coach in 2025 season of the Catoctin Cougars football team. Brady, describe the process to us. How did you land this job? Was it as intense as it was for one of the stories Mike Franklin told about being interviewed by a 5-team panel?
It wasn't that intense. It was a little intimidating. I mean, Miss Clemens is awesome, so I was, and Coach Campbell, our athletic director, they're incredible. So I honestly thought that was the only two I was going to interview with, and then I walked in and the head athletic director of Frederick County was in there, so that was a little curveball, but Kevin Kendra is also, he's a great man. So really, it was intimidating for the first couple minutes, but once they started really talking, it was a lot. I think I made it more nerve-wracking than what it needed to be.
Yeah, that sounds nerve-wracking to me. That's great. So, Brady, tell us a little bit about Brady Ridenour. You grew up in Emmitsburg, graduated from Catoctin High School. When did you start playing football?
I started playing football. Actually, my dad was one of the first coaches to do a flag football program for CYA. I think I was a year younger than what you were allowed to do, and they just made me do it anyway. So I think I was 4 or 5 years old, just kind of running around. Played every year, but my 8th grade year, even though I was all skin and bones, I was too heavy. I was like a half pound overweight, so I couldn't play.
So they didn't do the red stripe thing like they do in youth?
They did the red stripe, but after 185 pounds, the red stripe didn't even matter. You were just too big.
Yeah. So you were always the biggest kid in the class?
I was always the tallest. Yeah, always the tallest and the skinniest.
So you were skinny back then, because you're pretty muscled now.
Yeah, I was real, honestly, missing out the 8th grade year kind of helped me out a lot, because I was able to really go into the weight room and up at the high school and lifted a lot for almost the whole entire year until my freshman year.
When did you decide you wanted to play football?
Honestly, I don't even think I really had a choice, to be completely honest with you. But it never bothered me. I've always loved it. Just to be able to hit somebody and do it legally was always a plus.
Yeah, I understand completely. I agree. Your youth football, you said your father coached you. What was it like playing for your father?
It was intense, I'll say that. I'll also say it was the early 2000s, so everything was completely different than what it was now. I think if my dad was coaching, there's a good chance he'd probably be in jail. It was fun. It was just a bunch of dads, to be completely honest, and they just made it fun. They made it, we weren't greatest in CYA, but they made it worth coming to practice every couple of days.
So I'm laughing because I coached old school style in the new style, and I got a lot of trouble for it too. That's why I started to laugh when you said that, because I must have been like your dad. I came in and coached up in Fairfield for 7 years, and I got yelled at quite a few times for using my old school tactics, so to speak.
Yeah, I'd give that about 30 minutes.
So you played youth football. You came to high school. You came to Catoctin as a freshman. When did you start playing in high school? Did you play JV?
Yeah, I did the 3-day. And I think after the second 3-day, Coach Stein called and asked if I'd go to JV.
Okay, so you played for Coach Stein.
Yep.
Wow, isn't that crazy?
Yeah. I played for him my freshman year, and then 10th, 11th, and 12th grade I was on varsity.
It's a good thing you don't have Oakdale on the schedule this year, right?
No, I saw him at 7-on-7 the other day. That's we play them 7-on-7 in a couple weeks, but I'm glad we don't have to play them with pads on.
Yeah, they're up at Oakdale. They do that 7-on-7. Those are pretty good. Speaking of which, isn't that a good way to get the kids prepared? I mean, you're basically looking at timing and receivers and quarterbacks and it's a lot of passing and.
To be honest with us in 7-on-7, it's kind of. I mean, we're going to be more, I feel they kind of try and run it on you more than throw it.
So you think Catoctin's going to be a running team this year?
I mean, we're probably going to be, I would say, 60-40 on the running side. This is going to be unheard of for Catoctin, but I have so many skill guys at the moment that, like, I'm not even kidding, we could do 2 full-on receiver and running back switches and still have pretty much starters in there. I'm very, very, very blessed at the moment with that.
Okay.
I wish I could do that with my linemen, but so I mean I could list off a couple, but I would say a set starter right now would probably be like Quentin Thompson.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, and then Colton Gray is going to be somewhere out there pretty much every play.
So it sounds like you're pretty excited about the possibilities for this season.
Yes, it is very. I keep telling people, I'm like, it's something I'm not even used to playing. I've never, I mean, we used to have like 2 running backs that we would just run them until their legs fell off.
Oh yeah, I mean, you were running the double wing back in the Doug Williams days, and you had what were the 2 boys, the brothers that were
Paul and Eric Barber.
Yeah, the Barber brothers. Yeah, and those guys were hammers.
Yep, so I mean, and honestly, I could probably go switch out a running back every single play, the whole entire series would be in just fine. I'd probably have 4 good ones that will probably see the field equal times.
So you could platoon your running backs.
Oh yeah, I should not have a tired running back in the game, I will say that.
Interesting. Okay.
A little thin on linemen right now.
Well, you graduated most of your line last year, didn't you?
All 5.
All 5 were seniors.
All 5, yep, they're gone. Technically, we had 5, but then DJ Phillips, he kind of squirted in there towards the end. So I have 1 returner also.
Okay.
Not all 5, but I have 1 returner.
Okay.
He played enough snaps to call him a returner for sure.
All right, so you played for Coach Stein in JV, and then you went up into varsity. What year did you go to varsity?
My sophomore year.
So your sophomore year, you went up to varsity. Doug Williams was the coach. Kurt Stein, was he coaching with Williams at that time, or was he still JV?
No, he was still JV at that time.
Okay. So of all those coaches all the way up until you graduated, what coach had the most influence on you and your career?
Sure, that one's tough because they're great. All of them are great, man, and they've all done. And I can't even say what they've all really done for me. It would be too much. I would have to just go out and say Chris Williams just for everything he's did when my mom passed away a couple of years ago. And, I mean, he's just always, he's texting me every Sunday morning, and sends me a nice Bible verse to keep me on track. And
right.
Some days it's really weird. He sends me one, I read it, I'm like, has he been spying on me?
Yeah.
But all of them are, it's so hard to say, to really, Coach Beckeridge has held me so accountable for a young man that I probably wouldn't be the way I am without him for sure.
So
Coach Newmars just knew how to get the best out of everybody. And
he did.
Coach Nesbitt was the perfect one to be there right after he got reamed out by any of the other three.
Yep.
And then Coach Don was just a mastermind. I mean, once he came up with us our junior year, I mean, obviously everybody knows what happens, but that was...
Yeah.
If people are shocked that he's dominating Frederick County football, they should be shocked. We all knew that was going to happen.
So, wrapping up now, Brady, we're coming down to the wire. As a fan, what should we look for from the Catoctin Cougars?
We're going to be physical. I'm going to go back to my roots of just the hard nose, try and run it down your mouth and hit you hard on defense football.
Coach Brady Reinauer, that was a lot of fun. Michael Betteridge with a great interview there. It was fun hearing from Coach with our coach, Rick Little. I'm Ryan Pierce. We're on Cool Oldies 1450 and Frederick County Sports Connection. Excited to bring you some Saturday high school football. The Catoctin Cougars taking on the Governor Thomas Johnson Patriots. First game of the regular season. And Coach Little, want to go back to that point from Coach Reinauer. He had an old school upbringing, kind of an old school coach with his wing T offense.
Yeah, and they're going to go back to their roots. What he's comfortable coaching and teaching from his playing days is that wing T offense, try to a little deception, help out his smallish line with better blocking angles and pulling guards. He does have a cast of running backs that he'll platoon running backs. So you'll see a lot of different movement, a lot of different offensive packages. Try to just slow the defense down a little bit, make them think a second or two. And with that, Thomas Johnson, really inexperienced. So it's going to be an interesting contrast to see if the new offense for the Cougars against the new defense, because they also have a new head coach, and we'll talk about that as the game goes along, in Vince Ahern, taking over to Thomas Johnson Patriots.
Well, we are ready for action from Catoctin High School. Gorgeous setting up at the Catoctin Mountains. Sunny day in the 80s. Has a late summer feel. The kickoff is bobbled and then picked up by the returner, Lucas Davis. Working up the left side. Now gets to the left sideline. 35-30. Tight roping the sideline. Finally pulled down by Ricky Snowden from Thomas Jefferson. All the way at midfield. It looked like it was trouble, but Lucas Davis picked up the football and ran about 50 yards.
Yeah, I think the loose ball bouncing around just kind of got Thomas Johnson out of their lanes a little bit. Lucas Davis speedy down in front of the Catoctin bench all the way out to the 47-yard line, and great hustle play by Snowden to run him down and save a touchdown.
Patriots were 2-8 last year. Cougars were 3-7. Both teams trying to pick up a win in their first game after losing their first couple last season. It'll be the Cougars first, working right to left with their baby blue and dark blue uniforms. Road whites for the Patriots. The handoff goes to the left side off the left tackle, and a quick hit at the line of scrimmage, a run for no gain as it went to Quentin Thompson, number 0, one of the players in that wing T formation.
And Cam Johnston, defensive lineman, one of the seniors in that group. Nice play, no gain on the play.
The Cougars run the wing T offense. It was brought back this year by Coach Reinauer, a physical offense, oftentimes with a couple running backs and the pair of tight ends on the outside. There's a back behind the quarterback, Chase Greger. Greger hands off and again stuffed at the line. This time a loss of maybe 1 for the back, and it brings up a 3rd and 11 from the 47 for the Cougars working right to left.
And again, Cam Johnston there to make the play.
Back-to-back big plays by Cam Johnson. So Chase Greger making his first varsity start, just a sophomore. He's only been a quarterback for 3 years, according to this coaching staff, but was really good for the JV team last year. Great work ethic in the offseason, put on some muscle mass, and they expect big things from him. It's a play action, 6 rush, mostly up the middle. Nobody open for Greger. Lobs it down the field, and it goes off the fingertips of the intended target. That was Levi Misner. He was pressured as well, may have been deflected, and likely a punt coming up at 4th and 11 at the 47.
Tell you what, quarterback Krieger had a little bit of time there, could look the field, just nobody could get open for the Cougars.
So Krager's still on the field, although he may punt, and now they do have the punter out. So this is going to be a kick. Getting set to return it, lined up at his own 25 is Ryke Snowden. Colton Gray to kick. Very high kick, but it's also short. It slides down to the left side, bounces at the 45, took a good bounce for the Cougars down to the 32. And that is where, on their first drive, the Patriots take over at their own 33 officially.
Yeah, just a short kick. Cougars not able to take advantage of that great field positioning after the nice kick return to start the game. Now the Patriots come out, and you'll see a contrast in styles.
Randy Embry is their quarterback. He's a senior. Good spot to have a senior on a young team. Had 1,100 passing yards last year with 11 passing touchdowns for his 2-8 Patriots team. But with him at quarterback, Devi Ambush, their top target. That's a really good 1-2 combination. So Embry in the shotgun, back to his left, takes a snap, quick pass to the middle, and it's caught by Ambush, but the flag came out before the play started.
We had procedure
False start on the offense.
prior to the snap.
5-yard penalty for the previous spot. Replay first down. Clock starts on the snap. 25 seconds on the play clock.
So we have the PA right next to us. The benefit of that is you get a clear listen to the official when he gives the penalty call. It's a 5-yard false start. Back to the 28 go the Patriots.
And those are the type of mistakes that Coach Ahern wants his team to be able to grow from and just move to next play.
Quick pass again up the middle. This time it goes off the chest of Savoy Snuff in the tight end. He was crossing up the middle. And it brings up a 2nd and 15 as back-to-back crossing pass, quick hit passes from Randy Embry, maybe giving an indication, but what Coach Ahern wants to do with this offense.
Yeah, I think they're trying to get the little turn-ins. Catocton's playing too deep safety. They're hooking up in front of the safety and then try to get a little running space.
10:28 left to go with Ambush in motion left to right. It goes to Ambush off the sweep off the left tackle into the open field at the 35, angling far sideline outside the hash. Pulled down at the 38. Ambush positive gain, about 4 yards short of the first down. It brings up a 3rd and 4, maybe 3rd and 5 at the 37.
Yep. After a 2nd and 15 and 3rd and 7, manageable.
So the first 3rd down here for the Patriots. Cougars over 1 on the far hash. It's Embry in the shotgun. 3 receivers, 1 up top, 2 down low with Devi Ambush, their top target on the outside. Over 30 catches last year as Embry rolls to his right. He's looking down the field for Ambush, who went down towards the sideline. Embry takes it himself, and he's past the first down marker, picks up 6, and moves the chains to the 44.
And good blocking there by the Patriots receivers, sealing their defensive backs. Embry with the good scamper off the right side, first down.
Catocton and Governor Thomas Johnson High School have played each other 3 times over the past 5 years. The last time, though, was in 2022. Catocton won that one 34-7. Patriots came back with a win in 2021, 27-20. So we haven't seen each other in about 3 calendar years. The handoff this time goes to the back on the outside, A.J. Ahmad. He's off the left tackle, juts back to the middle, presses forward, hit hip high, and leans down on the 50 for a pickup of 6.
Yeah. Thomas Johnson able to get through the line of scrimmage. Catocton counting on their defensive backs a little too much to make tackles here early in the game.
Catocton in the 3-4 defense. They have 4 near the line, 3 are down with the 3 linebackers and then your traditional 2 safeties. And 2 defensive backs, normal pressure on the outside against 3 wide receivers. Embry dropping back, quick pass to the slant in the slot. It is caught by the receiver, Darnell Taylor. He spins and twirls and is tossed to the turf for the 47, picking up 2 into the territory of Catocton. And it brings up another 3rd and short, 3rd and 2 from the 48.
I think they were setting up a split end screen there. Just timing was a little bit off, a little crowded here on the short side of the field, but still able to manage a 3-yard gain.
Working left to right, 8:45 left to go in the first. In Catocton territory are the Patriots, and then a player jumped, I think, for the Cougars. And no, it's on the offense, pardon me. It is on the offense, so it's a false start on the Patriots. It brings up 3rd and 7 from the 47 of the Patriots.
There was movement on the defensive front of Catocton. They brought a linebacker in over the nose, but he didn't break the neutral zone. Wide receiver from TJ definitely jumped.
On the near hash at the 48, so that's a tough break for TJ. Still, though, just a 3rd and 6. Still a 3rd and 6 with Embry on the right side, back to his right. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff, whips it up the middle, into the slot, and behind the receiver, ambush. He tried to reach back and pull it in, could not, and now a 4th and 7 coming up. Pardon us, we had a little visitor there on our camera, but he is off now. Thank
He
you,
wanted
Michael.
to get in the action.
He did, yeah. So in case the bug was blocking your view, pass up the middle incomplete, and now the Patriots will be forced to punt. It's a reminder of how gorgeous the nature is around here. We're up in the Catoctin Mountains. It is a stunning place to visit, to walk. It is a great football field and a really pretty campus here at Catoctin. Snap, kick, up, decent, high, back to the 25. It bounces at the 17, rolls towards the end line, and it passes as the defensive back, that was actually the receiver, ambush playing special teams, gave it chase. Couldn't quite save it. And the ball goes out of the 20.
Catoctin very lucky on that one. That ball probably should have been fielded, at least with a fair catch by the returners. For Catoctin, big bounce off the turf for the touchback.
So ball at the 20-yard line as Catoctin works right to left. Their second drive, their first, ended on a punt. Both teams punt on their first drives. 8:06 left to go in the first. First game of the regular season for both teams. In their home dark blue and baby blue uniforms, Catoctin in the wing T formation. The snap goes to the quarterback, Kraker. Hands it off to the outside the numbers with room to operate. Down the sideline, tripped up at the 30. Falling forward near the first down marker is the running back, Tyler McCollium, as Krager gave it to him. McCollium runs, I think, enough for, yep, he does, 11, and picks up the first.
Addison with the pull down from behind. Otherwise, there was quite a bit of green grass in front of McCallion.
McCallium seems to be the featured back in the wing tee. Quentin Thompson and Colton Gray are both back there with him. It is a physical style of offense, one that was very successful for Catoctin for about 19 years. What a program they had, winning state titles in 2009 and 2019 with that wing tee offense. They're going back to it this season. Once again, it is McCallium. He slips on the turf, maybe got back to the line of scrimmage at the 30.
Yeah, that play was a little mucked up in the backfield. The back action, fullback didn't get out of the way. Timing not so good. Loss of 1 on the play.
So the initial line of scrimmage was at the 31. McCallium loses a yard back to the 30. And on the near hash, Catoctin goes to work on a 2nd and 11 on their second drive with exactly 7 minutes left in the first quarter. Coach Reidenauer said on the quarterback, Krager, we just did a very hard conditioning. He was one of the biggest leaders. He said that to the Frederick News Post. He's done great things in the offseason as Krager rolls to his left, lobs it down the left side, looking for his receiver. It was in the breadbasket, but knocked back out of Kyron Ambush and, Connor Dodson, and a flag comes out.
I believe from my angle, it looked like the Thomas Johnson defensive back reached out and made the receiver a one-arm bandit by pulling down an arm. So the pass interference is called. It's going to be a 15-yard walk-off and a Cougar first down.
So a 15-yard penalty. And the ball is marched to about the 49 of Catoctin. Officially the 45. Right. So the 45 is where they put it. 1st and 10 for Catoctin. Not a bad pass there from Krager. He hit the right spot. That was his, I believe, first pass attempt of the game. He's in the shotgun with 2 backs behind him. Wing T formation on the near side. It's Coney. Krager drops back on the play action. 6 rush, most up the middle. Krager rolls to the outside, has open space 40, cuts back at the 47, and is tackled. Nice play by Jameer Addison on the cutback. Gaining 3, it was Krager.
Yeah, Krager tried to avoid him. Addison really put a hit on him in solid play. Again, it was kind of a one-on-one situation if Krager's able to break that.
A couple of good tackles from this Thomas Johnson defense. Now on the far hash mark works Krager, their second drive. Catoctin punted the first time. Thomas Johnson punted on their first drive. And now on the second drive at their own 47, 2nd and 8. And the shotgun is Krager. Behind him is McMillian and Thompson. The snap, the turn, the flip, back off the left side, tries to cut back on the near hash mark into the opponent's territory, sliding down to the 45, and it's enough. Again, Tyler McCallium, this time gaining 9 and moving the chain.
Yep, that's what they call the old buck sweep on that one. You had 2 pulling guards in front of the running back. Nice alley up between the tight end and the tackle. Stockton running game really putting it at Thomas Johnson here early on.
So in the backfield this time for Catoctin is, I believe, 33, Roland McVeigh. The turn, the fake handoff rolling to his right is Krieger looking down the field, lobs it down the far sideline, hits the track and out of play, incomplete.
Yeah, great coverage. DeVay ambush. Nobody to throw to. I'll tell you what, that defensive front for the Patriots looks gassed. It's a hot, humid day. They've been on the field quite a bit here in the first quarter.
85 degrees, humid, like Coach Little said, and this Patriots team not deep. They play a lot of guys 2 ways. And as the Catoctin Cougars work the ball up the field, they run a lot of motion, they run a lot of offense, a lot of sweeping plays, certainly tiring. 2nd and 9 from the 44. Krieger in the shotgun, snap, turn, flips it out left side. The back is Thompson, who runs off the left tackle, cuts back to the middle, wrapped up hip high at the 41, gaining 3, and a 3rd and 7 to go.
Lucky tap check with the tackle there for the Patriots. Sets up a 3rd and long for the Cougars near hash.
One of the strengths of this Patriots team, Quashawn Myers and Lucky Tapchak, are 2 really good linebackers. It's a great 1-2 combination, and that's probably the strength of the defense, and there's Tapchak making a nice play. We've already seen some good tackling from the Cougars. 3rd and 7, shotgun Krieger. He's lined up at his own 45. 2 backs behind him, turns and fakes. 5 rush, now 6 on the outside. Krieger under pressure, and he's swarmed in the backfield at his own 38. Down he goes, a sack and a loss of about 10.
I got Chris Bryan on the sack. Again, really good coverage by the defensive backs of Thomas Johnson. Nobody to throw the football to. And it looks like Catoctin ball just on their side of midfield. Will go back in punt formation.
No score, 4:10 left in the first quarter. Catoctin on their second drive. Same thing they did on the first. They're forced to punt. Here is the kick. This time it's deeper to the right side. Bounces at the 20. Rolls to the 15. Angles out of bounds to the 13. Good kick. And that is where the Cougars take over from their own 13.
That was a great placement punt. Kicked it away from the returner. Got the forward roll.
So now this time, Catoctin wins the
hydration timeout.
Okay, we'll go ahead and take one with them. No score, good defensive battle. Cougars and Patriots with 3:59 left to go in the first quarter on Cool Oldies 1450 and Frederick County Sports Connection.
Thermont Country Kitchen. Home cooking in a down-home atmosphere. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Everyone eats at Thermont Country Kitchen, conveniently located just off Route 15 on Water Street in downtown Thermont. Stop by today and check out their mouth-watering chicken and waffles, or one of their signature sandwiches piled high with fabulous fixins. And don't forget their legendary roasted chicken. Thermont Country Kitchen. Let owners Rob and Sherry cook you a meal you won't soon forget. Thermont Country Kitchen. We put the K in country because that's our style.
Our local American Legion Post 168 in Thermont is amazing. Not only do they support local high school sports on the radio, but they have great food, great fun, and they constantly serve our community in so many ways. Check out their Facebook page, American Legion Post 168, to find out about their exciting events. And be sure to say thank you for supporting our local community. And don't you forget to say thank you every time you see them for their selfless sacrifice in military service to our country. Thanks, American Legion Post 168. We salute you.
Out of the hydration break, Catoctin had to punt over to the Patriots. They're working left to right in their road white uniforms in the far hash of the 13. A short run up the middle by the back, A.J. Ahmad. McLean with the tackle, and it brings up 2nd and 9 from the 14. They have to reach the 22. 3:30 left to go in the first on their second drive after a punt. Here are the Cougars from Thomas Johnson. In the shotgun is Randy Embry, the senior starting quarterback. 2 receivers to his left, his top target. Ambush to his right, down the near hash by himself. To his left is the back Ahmad. 3-4 defense for Catoctin as Embry looks right now left. Takes a snap, runs to his left, passes to the left, and it bounces off the hands of the target. I think he was looking for Taylor, although Snuffin also had a hand in there.
Well, there were 2 receivers about as close as you and I, Ryan, and that's probably not the way it should be. So early season miscues execution-wise, because it looks like the Catoctin D-backs are giving TJ receivers room for the turn-in.
3rd and 9. Handoff up the middle, goes to Ahmad. He tries to press forward, breaks 1 tackle. Then the swarm of dark blue jerseys pushes Ahmad back. Maybe earned a couple, but well short of the first down. Up to the 15, he had to reach the 22, and it will lead to a punt.
And that's, if handled properly, Catoctin should have good field position again to start this drive as they are able to flip the field on that nice placement punt previously.
So the second punt coming for the Patriots, as it'll be kicked by Lakota Hunt, it looks like, or excuse me, Taima Burrell, pardon me. Burrell to kick, there we go. Burrell's kick, high, spinning, twirling, bounces at midfield, rolls all the way to the 40, still bouncing far sideline, trickles out of bounds at the 37. Another good punt, Burrell, nicely done.
Yeah, Catoctin needs to find a way to field that and save themselves 10 to 15 yards of field position. Because he's given them plenty of height to get to it, I think, and with 2 receivers back, returners back, they should find that ball.
So special teams and defense so far, the Stars, 2:21 remaining first quarter. 1st and 10 on their 3rd drive for the Cougars, working right to left. They have it on the far hash mark of the 37. The quarterback, Chase Krager, brings his team back out in the wing T formation. He's got 1 back behind him, and now tightening up behind him as well as Tyler McCallium. There's a receiver up top and a tight end down to the left side. Turning and handing the ball is Krager to the running back, straight up the gut, pressing forward to the 40, earned 3 or 4 before the gain tackle for the Cougars.
Like Quentin Thompson on the carry from his fullback position. And instead of tight ends, Catoctin not real big as far as personnel, so they use 2 split ends and then move their running backs to the wing backs.
Gotcha.
And sometimes they'll flip the formation with 3 receivers to one side, but you still have that motion, you still have that wing T action with the linemen and the running backs.
On the left side on that wing is Lloyd Koenig. In motion is the back behind the quarterback. The turn, the handoff, this time it goes to Colton Gray. He is met and spun down to the ground just past the line of scrimmage. 2 runs, each averaging about 3 yards, and it brings up a 3rd and 4 from the 41, maybe 3rd and 5.
And as you mentioned before, those 2 middle linebackers, Lucky and Q, that time Q was there with a solid play to set up 3rd and 6 for the Cougars.
1:15 clock ticking, work to right to left. Another long 3rd down, or at least a medium-range 3rd down for the Cougars. Might have to go to the air on this one with Chase Krager. He's in the gun, straight between the hash marks, just past the 40. Back behind him in motion from right to left is the receiver Koenig. Krager rolling to his left, looking downfield under pressure, tries to keep it himself. Nowhere to go as he's tossed out of bounds. It's a sack for the Cougars and a loss of 2. Again, it's Lucky Tapchet was in on the backfield to make the play.
I really like the offensive coordinators for Catoctin to start rolling Krieger out to his right. All the play action seems to be rolling left to the short side. You don't have space, and you're a right-handed junior quarterback. The execution is not always the best.
Krager making his first career start at varsity, was a JV quarterback, takes over for Seamus Stoll, who graduated just a sophomore, only 3 years of quarterback playing experience. As a punt's a good one. This, actually, take that back. It had good distance on it, but it spun off the side of the foot of the kicker, and the referee will walk towards the 35 of the Cougars and stop at the 36. Not a horrendous punt, but not great. Stop at the 36 in their own territory is where the Cougars take over.
They clearly are kicking the ball away from ambush. They don't want him to return the punt. That one just a little too much of an angle, out of bounds a little prematurely.
Pardon me, Patriots take over on their own 36. Ambush the star receiver, does have one touch on an end around. Looking for that first catch, though. And now a timeout taken by the Cougars. Just 11 seconds left in the first. Still no score. The third possession coming up for the Patriots as they get set to try to see what they can do offensively. We'll go ahead and take a break with them on Cool Oldies 1450 and the Frederick County Sports Connection.
Landscaping, locally owned and operated for over 50 years. Winner 9 years in a row for the best of the best in Frederick County. Let our professionally trained staff of certified landscapers transform your yard from a dream to reality. Hawkins Landscaping specializes in elegant and inviting outdoor environments. If you're looking to create, upgrade, or revitalize your outdoor space, call Hawkins Landscaping today at 301-898-3615. That's 301-898-3615. Hawkins Landscaping. When you deserve the best, get the best.
Working left to right, the handoff goes for about 3 yards. These two offenses topping each other. A lot of runs up the middle, pounding ground, gaining 2 or 3, just not able to break anything yet. As it leads to the end of the first quarter, so we get one play in after the timeout when we go to the end of the first. It'll be 2nd and 8 from their own 36 coming up for the Patriots when we come back on Cool Oldies 1450.
Amber Hill Therapy Centers, our goal is to provide you with a customized treatment plan using advanced physical therapy and occupational therapy methods and technology. With offices conveniently located in Thurmont and throughout Frederick County, Amber Hill Therapy Centers specializes in sports injuries and sports rehab, back pain, post-surgical rehab, and more. We accept all major insurance plans. Amber Hill Therapy Centers treats patients of all ages who receive care from our highly skilled therapists and staff. For more information on Amber Hill Therapy Centers, check out our website at amberhillpt.com. Amber Hill Therapy Centers, where the patients come first.
Amber Hill Therapy Center is a proud sponsor of Frederick County High School athletics on the radio.
We're set for the second quarter of action, the Frederick County Sports Connection and Cool Oldies 1450 with Coach Rick Little. I'm Ryan Pierce. No score as the Cougars and the Patriots of Thomas Johnson High School playing. The Patriots working right to left. Fake handoff rolling to the right as Embry into the open field on the far sideline. 40-45. Side steps out of bounds. Picked up 7. Close to a first down. And I think the official will mark him back a few yards to the 45. Still brings up a 3rd and short.
And then I'm not sure if I saw a late flag fly up on the sidelines. And the coaches are now got the attention of somebody over there on the Thomas Johnson sideline.
The Patriots on the far sideline away from us in their white uniforms. They're all sitting by the bench. I think talking to an official. Yeah, one of the now Cougars players. And it was a personal foul, and it is on the Patriots. It's from 15 yards from the previous spot. That's a tough one after a nice run by Randy Embry.
Yeah, so Embry got pushed out of bounds by the Cougars as he got down the sideline in front of the Thomas Johnson bench. And I guess one of the Thomas Johnson Patriots a little too physical with the defender for Catoctin.
This one's going to be brought back all the way down to the 17-yard line.
I don't get that.
It might have been an extra penalty towards the end added on to it. It was from the line of scrimmage. That was on the...
Well, my interpretation would have been it was a personal foul at the end of the play.
Sure.
Up here would have put him at the 30. So you're right. They must have taken it back to the previous line of scrimmage and marched to 15. But that's still more than 15.
Either way, though, the Cougars have to reach the 47. They're at their own 17. 30 yards to go. It's going to take a deep throw here to get there. Just underway in the second quarter. No score. Cougars trying to create some space for themselves. Marked all the way back at their own 17. Embry drops back. 4 rush. Pressure up the middle. Quick pass in the slot. He's got a man at the 25. Trying to cut to the outside was the receiver, A.J. Ahmad, out of the backfield. Earned about 7 or 8 yards on the play, still well short of the first down. Does give the Patriots a little more room to punt here, which is what they'll do from their own 19.
And had a good bit of green grass out there in front of him, but Colton Gray made a great play from his middle linebacker position, got off the blocker, wrestled him to the ground.
Burrell getting set for his third punt. His first 2 were fantastic. He is standing at his own 5-yard line on the near hash mark. The returner is at his own 45, exactly opposite of him on the other side of the field. There's 2 returners back, actually. One of them is Lucas Davis. He's on the far side of the field.
And I'm thinking number 6.
Yeah, Tyler McCallium, the running back. The snap, the hold, the kick from Burrell, bounces the 50, rolls all the way back to the 38. McCallium grabs it there, turns and runs 45, down the right sideline, tackled from behind as he tumbles forward to the 47 of Thomas Johnson. And that is where Catoctin takes over on their 4th drive today with 10:43 left in the second quarter.
At some point, Catoctin needs to take advantage of this great field position that they've had on, I think, 4 of their 5 drives.
Chase Krager, the starting quarterback. They do have some good speed on the outside. Jack's 6 players playing both ways for Catoctin. On the other side, you have almost the whole starting lineup for Thomas Johnson. They are playing both ways, so fatigue might come into play later on for the Patriots. Cougars working left to right. Flip goes out. Some room for McCallium outside the hash marks. Knocked down, hip high, falls forward to the 40.
Raquel Snowden from his defensive back position. Nice play. That was what they call a power pitch play. They got 2 running backs in front of the running back that has the ball and 1 pulling lineman. So you get that corner, you have a lot of interference in front of you.
The nice thing about the wing T is there's a lot you can do with each different play.
That's right. And out of different formations, you give them a different look.
Krager in the shotgun, back behind him, I believe, is McCallion. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. The flip goes out to the outside. It's Colton Gray off the right tackle, has a first 35, drags a defender down to the 24 as he spun out of bounds, officially marked at the 26 on the near sideline. The best run today from Colton Gray.
And it took everything Q Myers had to track him down and pull him down in front of the Cougars bench.
Run of 12, first down, 1st and 10 from the 26. The closest either team has been to the end zone. It's the best drive so far for the Cougars. At home for Catoctin, 9:55 left in the first half, no score. Opening up the new season, both teams got off the slow starts last year, losing their first 2 games. So, of course, a win to start would be especially big for both rosters as Krager, the senior quarterback, in the shotgun, the snap, flips it out to the outside. This time it's McCallion who's going to throw it, and a man is open. It's Koenig down the far side. Tight ropes the sideline, and did he get in or did he step out? He stepped out at the 7. Koenig on the flea flicker pass from the running back, catches and run to the 7, just barely step out on the sideline.
You know, it's really hard to read those numbers. I'm not sure if that wasn't Quentin Thompson on the pass.
I think you're right there, Coach. Thompson on the pass.
Between the zeros, the 3s, the 5s, and the 6s, and 8 for Catoctin, you can really get confused.
I think Koenig caught it. I believe Thompson passed it. And it brings up either way. 1st and goal from the 7. The quarterback, Krager, shotgun far hash, back behind him, it's Gray. He gives to Gray, the big fullback, pressing forward, hits the pylon, and that's pushed back to the 5. And Gray is marked down after a 2-yard pickup on the far hash mark.
Host of Patriots, led by Isaiah Young on the stop there.
So Gray's the bigger back. McCallium is probably the speedier back, and Thompson's in between and does a little bit of everything, obviously, after we watch him pass.
Yeah, we didn't get sizes from Coach Ridenauer. They don't look very big, but
No.
yeah, Colton Gray looks to be a little stockier, running that fullback position, a little more power, as you said, Ryan.
He wears number 30, Thompson's number 0, McCallium 6. So all three of them line up near the quarterback, Krager. To the right, it's McCallium. Thompson behind. Gray is out there too. Krager wanted to flip to Thompson, instead keeps it himself off the right side. Great pressure in the backfield and a sack. The second one today from Lucky Tuckjet.
Actually, I believe that was designed fake the power pitch to Colton and then a quarterback sweep around the end, but too much penetration by the Patriots.
Tuckjet, he's just a junior. A lot was said about him and a lot of positive things said about him in the papers and just previewing this team. He's shown us why. Really good speed off the edge. Now Krager facing a 3rd and goal from the 6. Whistles blown. Timeout by Catoctin. That is their second with 8:20 left in the first half. Will take one with them on Cool Oldies 1450.
That's why Anytime Fitness is the perfect way to stay in shape. From either home or work, Anytime Fitness at Thermont is always close by, and they're open 24/7. They can tailor a personalized training program to fit your workout needs. Anytime Fitness can also fashion a membership and payment plan that will be flexible enough for your on-the-go lifestyle. You'll love the 24-hour co-ed fitness center with state-of-the-art equipment designed to sculpt and tone you into shape. And when you're away from the Thermont area, your membership guarantees you access to any of the over 1,000 clubs worldwide. Visit us at 130 Frederick Road to start your program today. Now you can stay healthy anytime with Anytime Fitness.
Back here in Cool Oldies 1450, Cougars marching, knocking on the door at the 5-yard line of the Patriots. Working left to right. In the shotgun, it's Krager. Great to have you back on Cool Oldies 1450. The flip out to Thompson. Thompson tumbles, pulled down, and he's got to be short of the goal line by about 2 or 3 yards. And now it is decision time for Catoctin. What does Coach Brady Ridenauer in his first head start want to do?
Boy, Patriots did really well defending that play. That was an unbalanced line. There were only 2 Cougars on the left side of the center. Everybody else, linemen, receivers, backs to the right side. Patriots, nice play to keep them out of the end zone.
Rain sprinkling as the dark clouds come overhead. They're going for it on 4th and goal from the 3. Krager the snap. Hands it to the back behind him. Thompson leans forward, and he is short by a yard. Stopped at the 1, and the defense holds up for the Patriots.
Short of the goal line. And we have a timeout on the field.
And now a timeout is on the field.
Got a player down.
Yeah, the player is down for the Patriots. The wind, rather the rain, starting to pick up a little bit as there's some clouds coming overhead. It's still a sprinkle, but we're seeing a little more precipitation, making things tougher as they're trying to get a number on the player who is down for Thomas, or for rather Catoctin, excuse me. I think it is number 55, Devin Phillips, possibly. We'll have to wait and see. It's a great stop for the Patriots. They stop the Cougars at the 1. Now on the flip side of that, the defense has a chance to make the play for Catoctin. The Patriots, tough spot to be at on their own 1-yard line, working into the wind and this light rain.
Yeah, you're really glad you have a senior quarterback on your side when you're Thomas Johnson with your back against the goalpost. So you need a smart play, and if the Cougars can get them 3 and out and maintain this great field position that they worked with most of the first half, be big. But yeah, boy, what a goal line stand there by the Patriots.
So that's the first, big, massive play, possibly a game-turning play. The first turnover for either team. We had seen 6 punts prior to this. That was the best drive for either roster, as that is number 55. We mentioned Devin Phillips, a lineman. He's now helped up by the training staff. He has an arm on it, looks like a coach and a trainer as he walks off the sideline, not trying to put a lot of pressure on that right foot, not entirely sure of the injury, but he is moving, walking gingerly with the help of the training staff, and we'll keep a close eye on it.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on DJ, senior captain for the Cougars, see if he gets himself back on the field. I do believe he's a two-way player for them.
Incredibly valuable player, too, right in the middle of both lines. It starts with Phillips, so you want to see him get back out there.
On the fourth down, resulting play.
So, big point now. We saw one turning point moments ago. Here comes another one as the Patriots have the ball at basically their 1 or 2 yard line, right in the middle of the field, working right to left. 98, 99 yards to go for Randy Embry and his team as they go to work. Cannot afford a loss here. They have 3 receivers, 2 up top and 1 down low. The back of to the right of Embry. Fake handoff, pass to the right side, and it is caught in the slot by Ambush. Doesn't go anywhere after the catch, but it gains 5 yards and creates some space at the very least for the Patriots.
Yep, nice timing play there. By the time Ambush turned around, the ball was right on his belly.
Now the umbrella is starting to come out as the rain picks up a little bit. Farhash in the shotguns. Embry looks like he's going to hand it. Now under pressure, running backwards in the end zone, keeps it himself, gets back to the line of scrimmage as he's upended on the tackle. It was number 75, Jaden Worthington, pulling him down. I think that's maybe a gain of 1 or just got back to the line.
Yeah, it looked like a busted play. I think the ball was snapped to Embry a little before he was ready for it.
May not be shocking to see the Patriots just run it here. 3rd down, ball at the 5. Embry back in his end zone. The snap rolls to his left, looking downfield, whips it down the sideline. It's a short pass and it's knocked down. Was looking for Ambush, and it was batted away by Ben Bingman. And a punt coming up in the own end zone of the Patriots. A dangerous spot here.
A dangerous spot. Embry rolling out to his left, just could not get enough on that football. He did have his receiver running behind Bingman, but ball could not get far enough down the field.
He was looking for Ambush. His top target just made a catch moments ago. Has a catch and a run. And now the 4th punt of the day, and this is by far the toughest one for Jackson, or pardon me, that's Keem Burrell. Burrell, the punter, dropped it in the end zone. He's going to try to run it himself, and he does. Gets out to the 5, to the 10, and he's out of bounds at the 20. A broken play turns into a 1st down run for the Patriots. I don't think they called it, but they'll take it.
No, I don't think that was by design. Cougars lost containment. Their outside rusher went for the football when it was on the turf. Then there was nobody there to stop Burrell from getting around the left side and scampering all the way out to the 20-yard line.
Burrell, an athletic punter. Nicely done. Maybe get him out on the offense a little bit. Showing off the wheels. Here's an end around. It's a little dump off to the receiver. Ambush off the right side. Ambush still on his feet at the 30. 35. Cuts back. Breaks 1 tackle. Out past the hash marks. Far side. Into midfield of the 50. Sending the crowd into a frenzy as he's tossed to the turf. Into Cougars territory at the 49.
Johnny Dayberry with the saving tackle after Ambush avoided at least 6 tackles as he was scampering down the right side of the field.
Ambush is the most prolific offensive weapon that the Patriots have. That's his 3rd touch, by far his best play, gaining 30 all the way up to the 49 of Catoctin. So the Patriots now marching in Cougars territory, working right to left at the 49. No score, 6:08 left to go. First game of the season. Under pressure, Embry pushed out to the right. He's shouldered down at the 48 after getting past the line of scrimmage. Big hit, 1 yard pickup for Embry.
Again, I think they were setting up that split end screen to the short side, and the timing's off. Nobody's open. Embry pulls it down and lives for another day. 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 from the 48 for the Patriots. Embry looks to the sideline, gets his play, his top target by himself on the right side. Ambush against a 3-4 defense of Catoctin, just by that baby blue sea at center field. Embry looks to his left, the snap, looking left, passing towards that side. It's short, it skips off the turf and hits the kneecaps of Kyron Ambush. And a 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, I think the ball was a little wet there. Ambry's brushing off his hands, wiping them off on his pants.
Rain picked up for a few moments. It's died down, but it definitely made the field a bit more moist. As DeVay ambush in the slot on the left side. As Embry looks to the sideline to get his play call. Now he is set with A.J. Ahmad behind him at the far hash mark 48. Embry in the shotgun. The snap flips it off to Ahmad. Ahmad out to the outside, and he's wrapped up behind the line of scrimmage. Great pressure from Colton Gray for the tackle for a loss, and it brings up 4th and 8 near midfield for the Patriots.
Colton read that pitch the entire time, exploded through a gap, knocked down the Patriots for a loss.
No score, nearly 5 minutes left in the first half. Another stop and another punt coming up for the Patriots. And once again, it's Kaim Burrell who ran for a first down on the last attempt. This one is a punt. It's the shortest. It's a sidewinder. Bounces at the 30. Takes a nice bounce for the Patriots to the 19 of the Cougars. He'll take that, and that is where Catoctin takes over.
Still plenty of time for the Cougars, though they only have one timeout here in the first half. 4:47 to play. And now we got a referee calling a timeout.
They got to reset the clock. I think it kept clicking.
4:47.
Yep, 4:47. There we go. 4:47 left in the first. Catoctin seeing if they can maybe put some points on the board before halftime. All defense today. It feels like the defensive lines for both sides have set the tone.
Coming up with big plays, and the defensive line, if they're not making the play, they're keeping the blockers off the middle linebackers, because we've called both sides middle linebackers' names a lot here this first half.
A pair of teams looking for better starts this year. Catoctin went 3-7 last season. Governor Thomas Johnson went 2-8. Here are the Cougars working left to right in their dark blues with the baby blue helmets. The quarterback Kreger in the shotgun on the far hash. The snap, the turn, flips it off the end around to his target Thompson, who is upended in the backfield. 3 white jerseys pile on top, and a loss of 2 or 3.
Jameer Addison, from his defensive back position, stayed at home on that reverse.
Lane Koenig on the carry off the end around. That's been a play that's worked for both sides, but that time the defense of the Patriots read it perfectly. And now the Cougars face a 2nd and 13. They're all the way back at the 12. They have to reach the 25, maybe 2nd and 14, reaching the 26. Kreger, shotgun, back behind him at the wing tee. Fakes the handoff, drops back, does have time. Now flushed out to the outside, just gets rid of it, floats it down the left side, diving's the receiver, can't pick it up. The target was Koenig at the 25, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, good effort by Lane to come back for that football, just could not get back far enough. A lot of pressure again by the Patriots' defensive front. Kreger running to get rid of that football.
4 minutes left to go, and now it's the Cougars facing a tough one. They got a 3rd and 14 from their own 12. You don't want to make a mistake here and make it even more challenging for your team to punt. Chance of defense coming from the smaller yet vocal Patriots side of the stands. The quarterback Kreger. Wing T, snap, rolls left this time, whips it up the middle, almost picked off, bouncing around and finally falls safely to the turf, almost intercepted by Snowden at the 20.
Yeah, Ricky, great jump on that ball, jumped the route, just not able to contain the football. Brings up 4th and long in the punting unit for the Cougars.
Ball's at the 12 of Catoctin. They're going to punt as they get set to kick, get the special teams out with 3:54 left in the first. No score, first game of the regular season. The Catoctin Cougars, the Thomas Johnson Patriots. Cougars getting set to punt for, I believe, the 4th time today. And a flag comes
I
out.
got too many men on the field, I believe.
Well, this is a 5-yard penalty.
Illegal substitution on the offense.
Yep.
12 players, no one attempting to leave. That penalty forced 5 yards from the previous spot. Replay 4th down.
Now
Clock starts on the snap. 25 seconds on the play clock.
Cougars have to punt from the 7 now. Tough spot, not a lot of room to work with for their kicker. I believe that is I right in saying Colton Gray back there kicking,
Correct.
I think? Colton Gray. There is a snap. Play is blown dead. It bounced to Gray.
The ball was not ready for
Yeah.
play,
So that was pretty
fortunately
quick.
for the Cougars. That long snap took a one-hopper to Colton.
Earlier it was the
if-
Patriots from their own end zone. Now it's the Cougars. This one is clean to Colton. The kick is solid to the 40. Fielded on the near side. Running to his right is the returner Snowden trying to cut back middle. And he's pulled down between the hash marks. Gaining 6 to the 34. The best starting field position by far today for Thomas Johnson.
And that play was made by DJ Phillips, so good to see him back on the football field.
Yeah,
Check that. That was 66 David Boone on the tackle.
We're still keeping an eye on
DJ's
Phillips.
still sitting up here on the bench.
Yeah, Phillips down to a bench to her right. Looks to be okay, but not on the field. Helmet is off. Nothing seems to be wrapped. Getting some water. We'll keep a close eye on him. An important part of the Catoctin team. They work without Phillips as the Patriots working right to left from the Cougars 35. Quick pass in the slot. It's caught by the receiver, and he's pulled down, pulled in by Kyron Ambush. And he's tackled after gaining 5 or 6.
A little timing play there. The two ambushes crisscross.
The older brother DeVay Ambush is on the slot on the right side. Their leading returning receiver. Kyron Ambush by himself, left side. Snap to Embry. Rolling to his right. Dumps off in the flat to the tight end. Snuffin. The big Snuffin presses forward, lowers his shoulder, and has the first past the 23 to the 22. Not a bad nickname, the big Snuffin.
And he did put his shoulder down and lean forward.
It is a first at the 22 of the Cougars. Patriots marching. 3:02 left to go in the first half. No score. In the gun is Embry. To his left is a back Ahmad, who's had 3 or 4 touches. 3 receivers left side. Embry gives to Ahmad at the middle, dancing in the backfield, works his way to the outside near the far sideline, cuts down the hashes to the 10, into the secondary, pulled down hip high at the 7. A.J. Ahmad gaining 13 and inside the 10 for the first time are the Patriots.
TJ with 2:45 to play, first and goal, and they have their full allotment of timeouts.
Embry snap, turns, keeps it himself. Long wait on the quarterback keeper was an option, and Embry may have got back to the line of scrimmage as he couldn't quite decide. Give to Ahmad, keep it himself. He kept it and maybe got back to the line.
Well played by the Cougars, front 7, really nowhere to run.
Patriots in the hurry-up offense. The left is Ahmad of the quarterback Embry. He snaps this time. The option is to Ahmad, running horizontally and tossed to the turf behind the line of scrimmage. Once again, Colton Gray in the backfield, the tackle for a loss.
Colton Gray again making the play, scraping behind the line of scrimmage and then attacking the runner.
A timeout on the field. We'll go ahead and take one with them with 1:57 left inside the red zone. Are the Patriots here on Cool Oldies 1450.
Everyone in Thurmont knows and respects Dr. John Hageman at Center of Life Chiropractic and his wife Marcia at Center of Life Pilates for their many years of helping people in need and for the wonderful ways they give back to their community through scholarship and fundraising efforts. Center of Life. For information or to check out their schedule, go online to centeroflife.us today. That's Center of Life Chiropractic and Pilates. Make an adjustment to your life today.
Welcome back to the Cool Oldies 1450. It's the first game of the regular season for the Cougars and the Patriots. The Patriots of Thomas Johnson, they're driving. 3rd and goal from the 11. In the shotgun is Embry. A pair of receivers up top. In the slots is top target Ambush. Rolling to his right is Embry. Looking for Ambush. He's not there. Embry got to try to keep it himself. He's pushed to the far sideline at the 7-yard line. Earned a couple, but nowhere near close to the goal line. And now choices to be made with 4th and goal from the 7.
Yeah, watching the pre-games, I'm not sure how strong a leg the field goal kicker for the Patriots have, and looks like there's no movement now. I think they're going to let her run down here. Maybe call a timeout, make a decision.
1:20 left in the first half.
Nope.
And Embry snaps. Passes right side. Is caught in the flat and tackled. Short of the goal line is ambushed. Pulled down at the 4-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and they needed 7, and it's going to lead to a turnover on downs. The Cougars defense stands strong.
So goal line stand by Thomas Johnson here to our right. Answered immediately by a goal line stand by the Cougars on our left.
4 punts for both teams, a couple turnovers on downs. It's been all defense and special teams. A couple threats in the end zone, but no score. We're scoreless. 1:11 left in the first half as Catoctin tries to go 94 yards in 71 seconds here.
I'm thinking they're just going to try to get out of the half.
In motion's McMallion behind the quarterback Krager. That's where the ball goes, and he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. And you're right, I would think that might be what happens. As the clock ticks under a minute.
The Patriots gain of a yard on the play brings up 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9, a 1-yard pickup off the end around sweep in the wing T formation.
Patriots have 2 timeouts to work with. See if they take one after this play.
Clock still ticking, 40 seconds, no score. Patriots at their own 5-yard line now. Krager, shotgun. Back to his right is Colin Gray. Receiver to his left is McAllion. He's really the wing in the wing offense. The snap to Krager. He turns and hands off to Gray off the left tackle. Tries to turn back and tripped. Fell down at the 4, maybe the 5. Now 20 seconds left, and I think the Cougars might just let this run. Nope. Timeout does come out. And who's it called by? It's timeout by Thomas Johnson. So they're going to force the offense of the Cougars. That's smart. Down at their own 4 with 14 and a half seconds left to run one more play.
Well, and Patriots can call timeout again, force Cougars into a punt formation, and then go for a punt block.
Sure. I mean, we've already seen one punt miffed. It was by the Patriots that led to a first down, but it is possible. Dangerous spot here. Really one of the rare times maybe in football, if you're on defense, you kind of feel like you're on offense in this situation.
Right.
Feels like there's more of a chance that the Patriots could score here than the Cougars, even though the Cougars have it at their own 4 on 3rd down, 14 and a half seconds left.
And if you're the Patriots, your punt return, you don't even need to put a returner back. You put him up there right over center and go for the punt block. Try to get some points at the end of the half.
Gray behind Krager in the shotgun. In motion left to right's McMallion. Krager takes a snap, fakes a flip, passes down a field, incomplete. 4.5 seconds went off the clock, and the Patriots don't need to use that timeout.
Correct.
Number 6, Tyler McAllion.
As the Cougars are looking for the home run ball, trying to catch the Patriots off guard. And the Cougars will have to punt with 10 seconds left at their own 4-yard line. So dangerous spot here. Nobody scored. And back in his own end zone is Colton Gray, the running back, the linebacker, the punter, the kicker. And the returners are at their own 35. The snap to Gray. The kick is bouncing at the 30. Low line drive. Rolls all the way back. It's picked up by Addison. Running to his right. Now back to his left. Breaks one tackle. Far side 20. He's got some room. Down the sideline. Addison's going to take it all the way. A 40-yard touchdown on the return for Addison. That's exactly what you were looking for if you're the Patriots and they lead 6-0, but there is a flag on the field. It's a holding, and it is a block in the back on the returning team, so it's pulled back for the Patriots.
One untimed down on an offensive penalty.
Rare do you see that, so TJ will have one more play. The touchdown is wiped off the board. A block in the back at about the 25, so that would have been really the second level Addison was returning to. He had all the room he needed off to the right side. He was able to leak out there on the return, but a block in the middle of the field in the back. And now TJ has it at the 29, time for one more heave, one untimed down before halftime.
Unless a penalty on the Cougars.
On the Cougars.
Go for a pass interference type call.
Let's see what the Patriots do. They have a reliable senior quarterback in Randy Embry. And they've got their top target, Devai Ambush. He's in the slot left side. His brother, Kyron, out to the left. Embry, shotgun, for rush. He fakes the handoff, lobs it down the right side, looking to the far corner of the end zone.
Oh, great catch!
And it is pulled in for a touchdown! A 30-yard passing touchdown on an untimed down to put the Patriots up 6-0 at the half on the 50-50 jump ball to Taylor. Darnell Taylor, the senior, going up and pulling it in.
Great catch as Darnell rose above the defensive back, brought that ball in with his hands, 29 yards.
A 29-yard touchdown pass. Embry to Taylor. The 12th touchdown completion over the past 2 years for Embry, his first this season. And that's one of his more impressive ones. So the Patriots have their punt return for a touchdown pulled back. And then Embry finds Taylor for the touchdown. Now into motion left to right. The little sweep off to Devay Ambush. He tries to cut back middle. Met in the backfield with a 2-point conversion. And it's not successful. But a wild finish. It was scoreless until really no time left. It was an untimed down and a heave from 29 yards out from Embry to Taylor for the touchdown. As we go into halftime, it is Governor Thomas Johnson, Patriots 6, the Catoctin Cougars 0 on Cool Oldies 1450.
You have a list of things. None of those things say wander around a warehouse looking for somebody to help you, or walk out not knowing if you got exactly what you need. Nope, you have a list of things, and Ace has them, from the brands you trust. We also have people who ask the right questions to make sure you get everything you need. Because at Ace, we have our own list, and great service is at the top. Ace is the place with helpful hardware, folks.
Head over to Cousins Ace Hardware today. Located on North Church Street in Thurmont, Cousins Ace Hardware is a proud sponsor of high school athletics on the radio. On the go, on the radio, on your mobile device. Listen to cool classic oldies and great high school sports at WTHUradio.com.
Fox News, I'm Angelo Bavaro. The U.S. has deployed 10 stealth fighter jets to Puerto Rico following Venezuelan aircraft buzzing Navy ships in the Caribbean.
This week, the U.S. military carried out an attack on a speedboat from Venezuela that President Trump says was bringing drugs to the U.S. U.S. officials say 11 drug traffickers were killed.
Fox's Jared Halpern. President Trump says the U.S. will host the G20 summit next year. He was asked if he'll invite China and Russia.
That's an interesting question. I'd love them to if they want to. I mean, they can, as observers. They'd be observers. I'm not sure they want to be an observer.
Tonight's Powerball jackpot has grown to $1.8 billion. It's the second largest jackpot in Powerball history. The cash value for that jackpot, about $826 million. America is listening to Fox News.
Here's your local news for the Cool Oldies 1450 listening area. Turmoil has once again shaken the Littlestown Board of Education with another resignation from the council, but this time it's The president, Carl Thompson. That makes the third resignation in the past 2 years from the Littlestown Area School District. Thompson has served on the board since 2013. The board has been embroiled in controversy with one particular board member and issues involving recording of board meetings. The most recent resignation involved Brian Lawyer, who resigned, even though his term ran up until the end of December. Applications are being taken to fill the empty positions on the board. Keep it tuned right here for late breaking news. Weather and traffic on Cool Oldies 1450 THU.
Here's the Cool Oldies 1450 AM forecast. We'll kick off the weekend with showers and thunderstorms into the afternoon. Our high 86. Rain is likely. We could have a thunderstorm this evening. There's a chance for showers and storms overnight. We'll have cloudy skies at a low of 16. Sunday will end the weekend with a mostly cloudy day as skies gradually become sunny. Our high 78. It'll be clear Sunday night with a low 51. Begin the week Monday with a sunny day. Our high should be about 77. From the Cool Oldies 1450 AM Weather Center, I'm Rod Tanner.
Serving our community for over 50 years with quality service at a fair price, Brownie's Auto Repair employs only ASE certified technicians. Brownie's is one of only 33 shops in the state of Maryland designated as an ASE Blue Seal of Excellence repair facility. They want to help you maintain your vehicle in a manner that keeps it trouble-free and fun to drive. Stop by today. That's Brownie's Auto Repair, located on Frederick Street in Walkersville, a proud sponsor of Walkersville High School Athletics.
Everyone in Thurmont knows and respects Dr. John Hageman at Center of Life Chiropractic and his wife Marcia at Center of Life Pilates for their many years of helping people in need and for the wonderful ways they give back to their community through scholarship and fundraising efforts. Center of Life. For information or to check out their schedule, go online to centeroflife.us today. That's Center of Life Chiropractic and Pilates. Make an adjustment to your life today.
You have a list of things. None of those things say wander around a warehouse looking for somebody to help you, or walk out not knowing if you got exactly what you need. Nope, you have a list of things, and Ace has them, from the brands you trust. We also have people who ask the right questions to make sure you get everything you need. Because at Ace, we have our own list, and great service is at the top.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Head over to Cousins Ace Hardware today. Located on North Church Street in Thurmont, Cousins Ace Hardware is a proud sponsor of high school athletics on the radio.
Hawkins Landscaping, locally owned and operated for over 50 years. Winner 9 years in a row for the best of the best in Frederick County. Let our professionally trained staff of certified landscapers transform your yard from a dream to reality. Hawkins Landscaping specializes in elegant and inviting outdoor environments. If you're looking to create, upgrade, or revitalize your outdoor space, call Hawkins Landscaping today at 301-898-3615. That's 301-898-3615. Hawkins Landscaping. When you deserve the best, get the best.
How can you measure the value of education-based athletics? Well, the value is in what makes it invaluable. That's because school sports aren't just about winning. They're about learning and growing. School sports aren't just about gaining trophies and accolades. They're about learning life lessons, bringing a whole community together, developing character and integrity, having coaches who mentor you, and teammates who become lifelong friends. And you can't put a price on any of that. That's what makes education-based athletics invaluable. Of course, when you participate in school sports, you want to win and become a better athlete, but the purpose is so much greater. Becoming a better person. Support your local school sports programs. And if you have a student, encourage them to get involved.
This message presented by the NFHS and the National Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
And another big round of applause for your Mustang Cougars.
me to breathe from the diaphragm and sing from the heart.
Speech, debate, theater, music. The performing arts teach valuable life lessons that typically aren't taught in the classroom. They help high school students learn leadership skills that prepare them to enjoy more satisfying, productive lives.
Hey, I've got a question for you. Who will you perform for?
This message presented by the Maryland Public Secondary Schools Athletic Association and the high school in your community.
Cool Oldies 1450 THU is the leader in high school sports broadcasting. Since 2008, we have broadcast more high school sporting events than any radio station in the four-state area. Football, basketball, baseball, and softball. Regular season playoffs and state championships from southern PA to Brunswick, the western mountains of Maryland to the eastern shore. Cool Oldies 1450 THU is number one in high school sports broadcasting. At Amber Hill Therapy Centers, our goal is to provide you with a customized treatment plan using advanced physical therapy and occupational therapy methods and technology. With offices conveniently located in Thurmont and throughout Frederick County, Amber Hill Therapy Centers specializes in sports injuries and sports rehab, back pain, post-surgical rehab, and more. We accept all major insurance plans. Amber Hill Therapy Centers treats patients of all ages who receive care from our highly skilled therapists and staff. For more information on Amber Hill Therapy Centers, check out our website at amberhillpt.com. Amber Hill Therapy Centers, where the patients come first.
Amber Hill Therapy Center is a proud sponsor of Frederick County High School Athletics on the radio.
The 144th Maryland State Fair in Timonium is in full swing until September the 7th with entertainment, rides, games, vendors, food, and puppy yoga. Check it out at marylandstatefair.com. Open Thursday, August 28th through Monday. September 1st, check out their schedule and events online.
Never underestimate the power of prayer. This is Matt Staver with Freedom's Call. For 23 years, the Astra Women's Center in Fort Lauderdale was busy killing unborn babies, but that has now ended. It began with the daily presence of sidewalk counselors outside of Astra. Then churches got involved thanks to Love Life, a nationwide pro-life group that mobilizes the church to pray outside abortion facilities. On Saturday mornings, peaceful, prayerful Christians from about 50 churches engaged in prayer walks on public property adjacent to the parking lot of this abortion facility. That number increased to about 110 churches. In a nearby church parking lot, people would pray, worship, and share pro-life messages. They prayed for the lives of babies, for the mothers, and the staff. Praise God, Love Life has now bought the building, and now rooms are overflowing with donated diapers, baby clothes, and car seats for babies spared from abortion. Stay informed at Liberty Council's website, lc.org.
We hope you're enjoying the game. Let's hear a special message from another one of our fantastic sponsors.
We're all busy with plenty of commitments. That's why Anytime Fitness is the perfect way to stay in shape. From either home or work, Anytime Fitness at Thurmont is always close by, and they're open 24/7. They can tailor a personalized training program to fit your workout needs. Anytime Fitness can also fashion a membership and payment plan that will be flexible enough for your on-the-go lifestyle. You'll love the 24-hour co-ed fitness center with state-of-the-art equipment designed to sculpt and tone you into shape. And when you're away from the Thurmont area, your membership guarantees you access to any of the over 1,000 clubs worldwide. Visit us at 130 Frederick Road to start your program today. Now you can stay healthy anytime with Anytime Fitness.
There's a new way to travel, and it's one of the oldest forms of transportation. Travel by train. Yes, consider traveling around the United States on Amtrak. Traveling by train is a lot less of a headache than taking a plane, and you'd be surprised how many places you can go on an Amtrak. And there's no passports or IDs needed. Find out how to get where you're going as soon as tomorrow by train. Call the Amtrak Travel Hotline right now. We'll book your trip and email your tickets within minutes. Skip the drive to the airport and skip the lines. Call right now to book your Amtrak reservations. We service most of the United States. Do something new. Travel by Amtrak today.
800-328-4046. 800-328-4046. 800-328-4046. That's 800-328-4046.
Everyone in Thurmont knows and respects Dr. John Hageman at Center of Life Chiropractic and his wife Marcia at Center of Life Pilates for their many years of helping people in need and for the wonderful ways they give back to their community through scholarship and fundraising efforts. Center of Life. For information or to check out their schedule, go online to centeroflife.us today. That's Center of Life Chiropractic and Pilates. Make an adjustment to your life today.
Add a twist of beauty to the edge of your garden, rock wall, or herb garden with Allium sinensis glaucum. Hi, I'm Melinda Myers, horticulturist and gardening expert. This mid to late summer blooming allium goes by the common names ornamental onion as well as German or mountain garlic. The 1-inch diameter flowers are lavender or mauve and stand above the foliage. The gray-green leaves stand about 6 inches tall and have a slight twist, adding to its beauty. It's evergreen in milder regions. Hardy in zones 4 to 8, it grows best in full sun or partially shaded locations. It's very adaptable and drought tolerant once established. Deer tend to leave it be, and it tolerates growing near black walnut trees. Like other alliums, it's grown from bulbs, but the plant can be divided in early spring or fall, or separate the individual bulbs to start new plants. Check out our website for this and other gardening tips.
We're getting set for the second half of action from Catoctin High School. It is 6-0. Thomas Johnson leading Catoctin after after a 24-minute scoreless drought for both teams with no time left on the clock. A 29-yard touchdown pass from Randy Embry to Darnell Taylor, and that was the only scoring as the Patriots lead 6-0 against the Cougars.
Yeah, just a strong defense, both sides of the football. 2 goal line stands, one by each. And, if you're the Cougars, you just got to come out and you got to finish the drive. They look like offensively they're good enough to get 10 yards on the 3 downs, but if they get themselves behind the chains with penalties, they're in trouble. They haven't connected on a pass yet, so we'll have to keep an eye on that one. The Patriots, I like the way they've been mixing the run and the pass, the short passes, letting their athletes run after the catch. Except for that on time down was a 25-yard, 29-yard touchdown pass. Just an athlete making a play for Thomas Johnson. So if I'm both coaches, it's just a matter of talking about cleaning it up. Let's get rid of the penalties. I don't think we haven't had any turnovers. It's just penalties have taken offenses off schedule, therefore struggling to score.
Both defense have been really good. I feel like the difference has been the Patriots senior quarterback, Randy Embry, the Cougars sophomore quarterback, Chase Greger, making his first start. We'll see if Greger makes the adjustments in the second half.
Right.
It is going to be the Patriots taking the ball first. As we're ready. We're ready for the second half of action here from Catoctin High School. Patriots leading 6-0, and they will have the ball first to start the second half. An untimed down touchdown pass from Embry to Taylor, the only score in the first half. Squeak Kip rolling up the middle, bobbled and returned to the 30, straight up the gut at the 40, into the open field 45, tackle made from behind, and it was Burrell on the kick return. We talked about it. We want to see Burrell run a little bit more, and he did that.
Yeah, he turned from punter to kick returner, and a nice return, gets the ball out to the near midfield to 49-yard line. Great starting position. If Patriots go up 2 scores here, boy, they're in good shape.
Talk about an A-plus special teams player. That's what Burrell is. He does a little bit of everything. And now the Patriots work almost exactly at midfield on the very top of the baby blue C for Catoctin, working right to left in their road white uniforms. Handoff goes to Ahmad, straight up the gut, now bounces to the right side, into the secondary, breaks one tackle, finally pulled down at the 25 as the defensive back, Lenny Misner, was hanging on for dear life to save that touchdown.
Yeah, a little counter action in the backfield, guards pulled to the left. Ahmad breaks back to his right, clean into the second level. sets the Patriots up beautifully, 1st and 10 at the 25.
26-yard run to start the second half for the Patriots, who lead 6-0 in Week 1 of the regular season against the Catoctin Cougars. Right to left they go. Embry on the far hash, fakes the handoff, passes in the slot, is caught on the outside by DeVay Ambush, who tried to cut back with his brother Kyron blocking in front of him just near the 20-yard marker, and he's pulled down at the 21, picking up 4.
And that's well played by the defensive backs of Catoctin. Bingham making a tackle, but a lot of support on the inside, just really stuffing that play at the line of scrimmage.
Embry in the gun on the near hash at the 25, ball at the 21, 2 receivers up top, including Ambush in the slot to the right against the 3-4 defense of the Cougars. 2nd and 6 from the 21. Snap, high, Embry pulls it in, fakes the handoff, passes it to the middle, deflects off the tight end, it is caught by Ambush, and he runs into the end zone for a touchdown. It went off the fingertips of Snuffin, and then caught by Taylor. It was actually Darnell Taylor taking it in for the score. It's his 2nd score today. Darnell Taylor off the slot. Ball went off the hand of Snuffin, popped up maybe 10 feet in the air into the hands of Taylor, and he's got 2 touchdowns in a span of a minute and 13 seconds.
Yep. Very fortunate bounce there by Thomas Johnson off the tight end's shoulder pad, actually. Up into the air. Taylor, right place, right time.
Taylor scores. Now Embry going for 2, rolling to the right, looking. He's going to try to keep it himself. Tackled, leans forward, lost the football. Doesn't matter. It's on a 2-point conversion, and they do not get it. So back-to-back touchdown passes. Randy Embry to Darnell Taylor. They're a great combo early on in the year. They've got 2 connections for scores, and it's 12-0 as we start the second half on Cool Oldies 1450.
47 left to go in the third quarter. The score, Patriots 12, Cougars nothing.
Mute your mic.
Winner 9 years in a row for the best of the best in Frederick County. Let our professionally trained staff of certified landscapers transform your yard from a dream to reality. Hawkins Landscaping specializes in elegant and inviting outdoor environments. If you're looking to create, upgrade, or revitalize your outdoor space, call Hawkins Landscaping today at 301-898-3615. That's 301-898-3615. Hawkins Landscaping. When you deserve the best, get the best.
Back here on Cool Oldies 1450 in the Frederick County Sports Connection. Great to have you with us. Ryan Pierce with Coach Rick Little. Some work to do for Catoctin. The low kick is picked up to the 30. Now the 35. Returner to the 40 where he's pushed back. And the Cougars take over from there.
Jeremy Loomis and Jeremiah Clark there assisting on the tackle. Yep, the Cougars need to do something. Even if they don't score here, they got to start to make some plays, gain a little confidence, flip the field.
And you mentioned that at halftime, Coach. Chase Kranker looking for that first completion. I think that would be a big confidence booster if he can do that quickly.
Yeah.
A competition between 2 coaches making their first starts with their new positions. As Krager drops, has time, lobs it down the middle. He's got that first completion. And into the open field, a race to the end zone for Koenig. Pulled down to the high end of the 15. Lane Koenig off the slant pattern makes the catch and races down to the 15 of the Patriots.
And there it is. Big connection across the middle to Lane Koenig. And it was a foot race. Snowden tackles him from behind, and I think he twisted his ankle.
So Snowden going to be tended to. Lane Koenig, he's the brother of Frederick County News Post All-County first-teamer linebacker Brady Koenig from last year. Lane is a receiver, Koenig a linebacker, and Lane making a nice play to get upfield.
It looks more like a hamstring calf cramp, which is a positive. Typically you can do a quick recovery from that.
Snowden's had a good game in the backfield, defensive backfield. Yep. It's a humid day. Temperature started, when it was sunnier, I would say 85. It's dropped down a bit with the rain clouds coming overhead. We saw some sprinkles earlier. As Snowden getting worked on. 10:31 left, third quarter, 12-0. Cougars trailing by 2 touchdowns and 2 failed extra point attempts from Thomas Johnson, but it is...
Nope.
And
cramps right back.
Yeah, Snowden tried to get up and walk, and looks like he might be cramping again. As we'll break. We'll go on and break here on Cool Oldies 1450. Come back. You're listening to Cool Oldies 1450 and the Frederick County Sports Connection.
To every referee, umpire, and judge in high school sports, we want to say, we see you.
We see everything you do for us that goes unnoticed.
We see the positive role models that you are.
We see the way you get unfairly criticized just for doing your job.
The truth is, we couldn't play without you.
So thank you for investing your time in us.
Thank you for protecting the integrity of the game, no matter what.
We hope you always know how much we appreciate you.
Because without you, this is just recess, not really a game.
Back on Cool Oldies 450 in the Frederick County Sports Connection with Coach Rick Little. I'm Ryan Pierce. Snowden hobbles off the field and Contocton goes to work. The handoff straight up the middle on the cutback. Tackle made against Thompson after picking up 2 down to the 10. It was a 1st and 10 from the 12, now 2nd and 8 from the 10.
Chris Bryant rides him down after a 3-4 yard gain.
At the 11-yard line.
This is a drive the Cougars have to complete. They've been here before, and the Patriots kept them out of the end zone.
Cougars trailing 12-0, 10:15 remaining third quarter, working left to right, home opener for both teams as Chase Kreger, who had his first completion moments ago in the shotgun. The back behind him is Thompson. Kreger looks to his left, turns, hands off Thompson left side, off the left guard, cuts back behind the center, meets the pylon of the 6, and stopped there. Picking up 3 and a 3rd and short coming up.
A good hole off the left side there. Thompson hits it. Sets up a 3rd and short, maybe 3rd and 1.
Yeah.
The way it looks.
3rd and 1, need to reach the 5. They're at the 6. We'll see if Thompson gets another touch. Under 10 left. Knocking on the door, their first score are the Cougars. Feels like they can just maybe pop the top off, get a score, and build some confidence. They'll be in much better shape as Kreger shotgun. Behind him, Thompson. Sun coming out, peeking through the dark clouds overhead. In the gun is Kreger, in motion from right to left, ball goes Thompson. I think he got the first as he leaned forward with the right shoulder, weaseled his body between the tacklers before being pulled down. It's very close.
They're putting up 4th down. They might be bringing it in for a measurement.
I'll have to see, as he did gain a yard. I thought he needed to reach the 5, and that's where the ball is marked at.
They're bringing the chains in.
And... so they're measuring their coach?
Yep.
Okay. So we'll get a measurement, an important one. It's either 1st and goal from just under the 5, or it is 4th and inches from the 5 as the measuring crew comes out. Contocton trailing 12-0 with 8:45 left. They put down the posts, ball on the near hash mark. And it is very, very close. The referee has to bend over, get a closer look. Maybe needs to bring out an eyepiece or something to see it. Trying to decide.
They usually have a card, and they try to slot it down in.
It might be a millimeter. It's short. I could not see space, though, so it is very, very close.
But I did not see them signal a 1st down either, so it must be 4th and inch.
I think an inch might be about right at the 5. Of course, the Cougars will go for it. Essentially, you just have to move forward. And that's what Chase Kreger is going to try to do. So Kreger comes out. He will be under center. There's 4 linemen in front of him. 8 players in the box. Safety's coming up close. He's in the shotgun as Kreger. He's got 2 backs behind him. Kreger turns, hands off, and Thompson has it. Doesn't have a touchdown, but he got the first. Up to the 3.5, maybe the 4.
They got enough push there to move the ball forward.
He needed an inch. He got about 3 feet, a full yard, and that does move the chains. That's all you needed there. So 1st and goal from the 4 with 8:40.
There's the signal.
Cougars get the job done, and now they can think about the touchdown. It's officially at the 3.
Yeah, got to push this one in if you're the Cougars. See if they don't go to a tighter formation, a little quicker play.
Maybe bring Kreger up to the line, possibly. He is in the shotgun. Behind him is the back McCallion and Gray. Their big fullback, 2 receivers left side. Turn, handoff goes to McCallion. He runs behind Gray, but the defense interrupts the play in the backfield. Making the hit was number 5, Jamor Addison, with the tackle behind the line.
So if I'm Chase, I'm coming over to coach and saying, after I handed that ball off, there was nobody looking for me on a bootleg type action. And now we have a timeout by Thomas Johnson.
So Thomas Johnson takes a timeout. 7:53 left. 2nd and goal from the 3. We'll take one with them on Cool Oldies, 1450.
Or miss the broadcast. All of our high school sports games are archived and available online at WTHUradio.com in our audio vault.
Here's the Cool Oldies 1450 AM forecast. We'll kick off the weekend with showers and thunderstorms into the afternoon. Our high 86. Rain is likely. We could have a thunderstorm this evening. There's a chance for showers and storms overnight. We'll have cloudy skies and a low of 16. Sunday will end the weekend with a mostly cloudy day. Skies rising till the weekend sunny. Our high 78. It'll be clear Sunday night with a low 51. Begin the week Monday with a sunny day. Our high should be about 77. For the Cool Oldies 1450 AM Mother Saturday.
On the Frederick County Sports Connection, 7:53 left, 3rd. Cougars trying to score their first points of the season in their first game. Taking on Thomas Johnson on the far hash at the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 3 for Chase Kreger in the quarterback spot. Snap, rolling to his right, passes up the middle, and it's deflected, incomplete. Looking for Lane Koenig with that big catch moments ago.
Taylor having a big day. Knocks that one down on the defensive side of the ball. Good coverage.
Now 3rd and goal from the 4. If you're the Cougars, you're probably thinking we got 2 downs here to try to get it 3 yards.
Yeah,
see what happens after
I'm not sure one-on-one receiver versus D-back of the Patriots is going to work for you. I think you need a little misdirection. Maybe shed a block.
Greger in the wing, turns, fakes the handoff to Gray. He's passing again, under pressure, flushed out to his right, lobs to nobody in the end zone, and 4th and goal from the 3. The quarterback, Greger, just got rid of it to see another play. And now the decision on the sideline for first-year head coach Brady Ridenauer. Do you kick it or do you go for it as the quarterback Greger walks to the sideline?
I did not see any change of personnel.
So Greger talking to his coaching staff, Coach Ridenauer. Great quote. I'm forgetting the article. It might have been the Frederick News Post. He said, being a head coach is a position he never thought he'd be in. Is very thankful for this opportunity. As part of that 2009 championship team, that state title team. So, 4th and goal from the 3. The Cougars going for it, trying to score for the first time today. Greger shotgun. In motion right to left is McCallion. Greger takes a snap. He's going to pass. Dumps it up the middle. Incomplete. He was looking on the crossing pattern. And once again, the defense holds up for the Patriots.
Yes, just not enough speed by the Cougar receivers to get any space. Yep. I think we still need the misdirection, the play action, a little deception, because you're just not going to beat them one-on-one.
So once again, the Patriots, they hold defensively, but they're backed up down at their 3-yard line. A couple of game-changing plays defensively for the Patriots when it's been 1st and goal, 3rd and goal. As the handoff goes off the left side to Amadi, he's tackled after maybe gaining 1. Probably the 4 biggest plays, I would say, in this game. We just saw one of them. 1 4th and goal stop from the Patriots, and another earlier today. Of course, the 29-yard touchdown pass in the first half, and then a second touchdown pass that went off the shoulder pad of the tight end before it was caught by the receiver, Taylor.
Yep, big defensive plays.
So second... Go ahead, Coach, I'm sorry.
I would say the big defensive plays and then the big plays offensively a lucky bounce.
Embry runs off to the outside, angled to the sideline, and he's out of bounds. Gained 7. Not a bad quarterback keeper for Embry. Out to the 11, 3rd and short for the Cougars, leading 12-0, 6:52 left in the third.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And I see another Catoctin player wearing a 50 number coming off the side, working with the trainer. They can't afford to lose too many of them.
Already
light on personnel to start with.
Already down Devin Phillips. He went out of the game earlier, still on the sideline, had his ankle wrapped up in tape and ice. As a flag comes out, we've seen a pretty clean game, but there is a penalty. It is a false start on the offense, the Patriots.
Yeah, most of the Patriots' penalties have been free snaps. And that's stuff you can easily clean up with repetition and experience.
You mentioned, I think, something to me at halftime that I liked. You always see the most improvement from a team from week 1 to week 2, and especially with penalties, that feels like that's the case. 3rd and 7 from the 5 far hash mark. Embry, sun shining through the dark clouds. This gorgeous Catoctin High School campus, rolling hills in the background of the Catoctin Mountains. Crossing pass goes to the Ambush brother, Kyron Ambush, on the cross. Had he pulled it in, it would have been a first down, and maybe even more, but it went through his fingers and falls incomplete at the 16. And a 4th down coming up, kick coming for the Patriots.
Yep, defensive back for the Cougars jumped that route and missed the ball. If that's pulled in by Ambush, there might be a lot of running room. So we were in this position before where it was a bad snap by the Patriots, but the punter athlete, Burrell, ran for a first down.
Kane Burrell back to punt. He's in his own end zone. Tyler McCallium is back to return at midfield. Burrell's the snap. The kick is high. It's short. McCallium coming up. It hangs in the air. McCallium takes it at the 45. 40, 35, 30. Straight up the middle. Nobody was there. He presses forward with his left shoulder. Somersaults down to the 25 after being tackled. It's a gain of about 20 on the return to the 25 of the Patriots.
Let's credit Kelvin Hernandez with the tackle there, and we have a timeout. The referee's going to give him, we're resetting the clock.
6 minutes left to go in the third quarter. Catoctin has the ball
Turn
back.
your mic on. Or we have a hydration timeout.
Okay, hydration timeout. So 6 minutes left in the third. Catoctin at the 25 of the Cougars, trailing 12-0 on Cool Oldies 1450 in the Frederick County Sports Connection.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare Maryland's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports.
And Catoctin finally push it in, down 12-0, 6 minutes left to go in the third. They've had some chances 3 times inside the red zone, nothing to show for it yet. End around to McCallium, and he's met in the backfield once again. The linebacking core of Thomas Johnson putting on the pressure.
Jeremiah Clark, outside linebacker, closed quickly on that buck sweep. So the Cougars couldn't punch it in. Defense did their job, got the ball back after a quick 3 and out. Great field position. Offense needs to make a play.
2nd and 14 from the 30 of the Cougars, 5:30 and counting left in the third. As at the 30 of the Patriots, Cougars finally break huddle. On the far hash mark, Chase Greger making his first start. JV quarterback last year, just a sophomore, only 3 seasons of quarterback experience dating back to middle school. Greger, shotgun, takes, flips out to Thompson. He throws it himself. The second time we've seen that play run, and it is caught in the open field by McCallium, and he's pulled out at the 6 Another trick play, and that works.
Actually, got him all the way up to the 4. And I'm kind of surprised they didn't call a penalty on that.
Yeah.
The old
horse collar.
Grabbing him horse collar to yank him out of bounds. But first and goal on the 4. Here we go again for the Cougars.
That's a second reception made off that play. Thompson is 2 for 2 on his throws. He's a running
Natural
back.
left-hander rolling to the left on that halfback sweep.
Kreger now in the shotgun. He has Thompson to his right at the 5. Familiar territory with 5 minutes left to go in the third. Down by 12. It goes to Thompson. This time Thompson wastes no time. Juts back to his left. Fakes an offender. And is in for the touchdown. On the board are the Cougars. Off the 5-yard run from Quentin Thompson. He passes. He runs. He does it all. And that's 6 points for Catoctin.
And he actually made that play by avoiding a Patriot right at the point of attack and then waltzed into the end zone.
So Quentin Thompson has become the story of this third quarter. Cougars on the board, down 14-6. They will just go for the kick on the extra point. Holding it is Ben Bingman. As the kick is a low one, but it goes through. Doesn't matter how it looks, just matters if it goes through. As it is kicked through by Gabe Contreras, and it's 14-7. Cougars fighting back with 4:54 left in the third on Cool Oldies 1450 in the Frederick County Sports Connection.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Everyone eats at Thermont Country Kitchen, conveniently located just off Route 15 on Water Street in downtown Thermont. Stop by today and check out their mouth-watering chicken and waffles or one of their signature sandwiches piled with fabulous fixins. And don't forget their legendary roasted chicken. Thermont Country Kitchen. Let owners Rob and Sherry cook you a meal you won't soon forget. Thermont Country Kitchen. We put the K in country because that's our style.
Big touchdown for the Cougars. Let's see if that builds some confidence. The defense has been pretty solid. The offense now on the board, down 14-7, 4:54 left to go.
Contreras set to kick for the Cougars.
Contreras to kick, Burrell to return, low kick, bounces at the 23, scooped up by the returner. That is Burrell at the 25, tripped, stays on his feet, check that, it's ambushed, do they ambush, jumps one defender's arms, and is pulled down to the 33. So Cougars on the board, Quentin Thompson, a nice 15-yard pass to Tyler McCallium, and then Thompson ran it in. He's kind of a hybrid running back receiver, one of those in the wing T formation. And it's 14-7. Now we see how the Patriots respond. Oh, pardon me, 12-7. I was saying 14-7. Thank you, Michael. 12-7.
And I feel like the Patriots are just this close to a big play.
They're looking for it. Kyron ambush on the crossing pass from Embry. Incomplete. So off his fingertips, right in front of the defensive back, Ben Bingham. So 12-7, 4:45 left in the third. Little pressure now on the Patriots.
So I like that play call. They came right back to Kyron ambush after he dropped that previous possession and just couldn't quite bring that one in. The ball was a little off the mark.
Kyron and DeVay. DeVay in the slot, Kyron out wide left, the Ambush brothers, the two top targets for Randy Embry, the senior quarterback. This time he elects to give to Ahmad, who's got some room off the right tackle. Outside the hash marks, wrestled to the turf at the 36. A hard-fought 5-yard pickup brings up a third and manageable.
Yep. Thompson on the tackle.
4 on the play, brings up third down and 6.
At the 36 is the offense for head coach Vince Ahern. First year, 30 years of coaching experience, had time with Frederick High, Williamsport, Tuscarora, and Smithsburg. A long coaching career, now finds himself heading this Patriots team. Randy Embry, the snap, the turn, the handoff to Ahmad, right up the middle. He's got to be a little bit short, got to the 39, needed to get to the 41, brings up 4th and 2 from that spot.
Blaine Lenhart there on the stop. So again, force a quick 3 and out for the Patriots offense.
That's what you wanted. If you're the Cougars, get the score, force the punt with 3:45 left in the third, down 12-7. Careful the hard count here if you are the Cougars. They, I thought, tried it. Here's the punt. It is away. Sidewinder, low line drive. Return at the 27. Drop. It's rolling on the turf. A pylon for the football at the 40. The Patriots think they have it. They're pointing their way. It looked like a white jersey jumped on it, and it did. The turnover on the punt return, and the Patriots have it at the 40 of the Cougars.
Lakota Hunt with the fumble recovery, and it just looked like the punt returner lost the ball once he tucked it away and started to run. So big play for the Patriots. See if they can take advantage and regain that 2-score lead.
Tough break for the Cougars. 3:25 left in the third. It's the first time we've seen a turnover that wasn't on a turnover on down. So the first fumble of the game that was lost. No interceptions. Quick pass to the sideline. It's caught. Spinning back to the middle is the talented receiver Taylor. He tightropes the sideline on the far side. Finally pulled down at the 19. Quick pass from Embry to Darnell Taylor, who's been the MVP on this offense. He has 2 receiving touchdowns. Now a great play down the sideline.
That's enough for a Patriot first down.
Nice strong throw by Embry. Gave Taylor plenty of time to tuck and turn and lower his shoulder and get a few extra yards.
Ball at the 20, far hash mark. Taylor by himself on the far side. Embry this time goes left, back to his top target. Devine ambush. Ambush caught, makes a catch, then hit immediately at the 16. Broke one tackle and leaned forward to about the 15. 5-yard pickup to the senior Devine ambush. 30-plus receptions last year, a couple today. And now 2nd and 5 from the 15. Embry peers towards the sideline. So does A.J. Ahmad, the running back, who lines up behind him. 2 receivers left, 1 up top. 3-4 defense for the Cougars as they have 4, now 5 in the box. Snap to Embry, looking right, quick pass going down to his knees to make the catch. Was the receiver Taylor, and right away pulled down. It's actually maybe a loss of a yard, if not just back to the line of scrimmage for the Patriots. What do you think here, Coach? 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable, 3rd and 5?
Well, if I'm Coach Ahern, I'm running the football here to set up a manageable 4th down situation.
Ahmad to the left of Embry, the quarterback, holds his hands up, takes a high snap, hands it to Ahmad. He dances, jumps off the left, cuts back middle, close to a first down. I think he is a yard short, pulled in at the 11 by the defense of the Cougars. And like you said there, Coach Little, it's a 4-yard pickup, brings up a 4th and short. Just outside the 10. Big 4th down here for the Patriots. Cougars need a stop, down by 5. Under a minute 30 left in the third, and it looks like a Patriots player jumped off sides.
Yep. So TJ tried to draw the defense off. They gave up the 5.
It's a left tackle, Chase Allen, who is off sides. The ball is pulled back to the 16.
That's going to put you in a passing situation. See if they don't go back to Taylor, who's been making the big plays all afternoon.
Wind picks up, blowing left to right into the face of the Patriots in their white road uniforms. On the far hash mark of the 16, Taylor by himself out wide right. The ambush brothers on the left side. The quarterback Embry in the shotgun to his left as Ahmad takes a snap, takes a handoff, passes up the middle, and it's caught by the tight end Snuffin. Snuffin is close to a first, and he got it. Needed to reach the 10. He manages the 9. And now 1st and goal coming up for the Patriots.
Big tight end catches that ball, falls forward, just enough for the first down.
Forward
progress for the first for the tight end Snuffin, his 2nd catch. 1st and goal from the 9. 45 seconds left in the third. Patriots threatening, leading 12-7. 9 yards away from adding to this lead. As Embry peers towards the sideline, now is ready with his top receiver ambush in the slot. Watch out for Taylor on the far right side. He's got 2 receiving touchdowns. Handoff goes to Ahmad. Nope, it's a quarterback keeper. Embry straight up the middle. Leans forward, pushes the ball out of the 1. He's got to be short by a yard. 5-yard pickup, rather 8-yard pickup for Embry. And 2nd and goal from the 1 with 15 seconds left in the quarter. That is likely how the quarter is going to end, with the Patriots leading 12-7 and a yard away from padding their lead. The quarter does come to an end. Patriots trying to add on, up 12-7. They'll take over to start the 4th quarter. 2nd and goal from the 1 when we come back on Cool Oldies 1450 and the Frederick County Sports Connection.
Is to provide you with a customized treatment plan using advanced physical therapy and occupational therapy methods and technology. With offices conveniently located in Thurmont and throughout Frederick County, Amber Hill Therapy Centers specializes in sports injuries and sports rehab, back pain, post-surgical rehab, and more. We accept all major insurance plans. Amber Hill Therapy Centers treats patients of all ages who receive care from our highly skilled therapists and staff. For more information on Amber Hill Therapy Centers, check out our website at amberhillpt.com. Amber Hill Therapy Centers, where the patients come first.
Amber Hill Therapy Center is a proud sponsor of Frederick County High School athletics on the radio.
Back here on Cool Oldies 1450, start of the 4th quarter. And Thomas Johnson, they went 2-8 last year. They can make things tough for Catoctin here. They have a 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. And right now it feels like Coach Little, no messing around, just try to punch this in if you're the Patriots.
Yeah, and if it's not Embry himself, just give the ball to Ahmad and let him fall in behind that big offensive line.
Embry in the gun. Ahmad to his right. Embry rolling to his right. The flag comes up from the far judge. Embry flicked it to the end zone. Snuff and caught it for good measure. It's going to come back. It'll be an offsides on the offense, and it does make it look a little more challenging. Actually, it's on the defense. Pardon me. It's
neutral zone infraction.
Yeah.
So they gain a foot.
So now it's at about the 18-inch marker for the Patriots. They try to punch it in. Embry, shotgun. Ahmad to his left. He's got to be licking his chops. Fake handoff Ahmad. Embry keeps it himself. Wide open hole between the center and left guard. Embry dances in for the touchdown. And the lead goes up to 11. 18-7. 11:53 left. Patriots pad their advantage.
The exact same play that Embry ran to get to the 1-yard line finishes the drive.
So now the Patriots are going to go for 2. And it's incomplete. Pass incomplete on the 2-point conversion. So it stays 18-7 with 11:53 left to go in the 4th. And the Patriots have the 11-point lead. Will break on Cool Oldies 1450.
I feel like we were set up. I feel like we've been here before. An 11-point lead.
That's true.
We'll
mention that when we come back.
Yeah. And last night, Walkersville able to come back and tie the game as regulation ended and then win that game in overtime. Let's see if Catoctin can do the same.
Catoctin had a good drive on their last possession. They've been down in the red zone multiple times this afternoon. The offense has shown plenty of signs of life. It's been punching it in. They finally got the job done. And now you got your quarterback making his first start, Chase Krager, playing more confidently after a couple completions.
And then if you needed a little deception, you run a halfback pass, and the lefty Thompson is 2 for 2 from his running back position.
as the kicker is getting ready to deliver this one. 7 seconds into the fourth quarter. The kick is away. Bounces at the 20. It rolls back all the way to the 10. Retreating and picking it up is the returner. That's Lucas Davis. And he's gang tackled at the 15. Wrestled to the ground at the 16 officially. So Catoctin starts there. They need at least two touchdowns. Or at least a touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal down by 11. They have less than 12 minutes to do it.
Yep. Touchdown, 2-point conversion, and the field goal. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts, and as you said, just under 12 minutes to play.
Ball's on the near hash mark.
On the kicking team, the Cowboys scored 15 yards from the end of the run. First and 10 to Boston.
15-yard walk-off with the face masking penalty helps Catoctin calls.
So you heard Coach Little and then the official, of course, PA right in front of us. So you got the full announcement there. 15-yard penalty, presses the ball all the way to the 32. So Catoctin catches a break. And Krager in the shotgun. Behind him is the wing T formation. 3 receivers to the right side. Fakes the handoff, drops back, has some time. Passes down the middle, deflected up in the air, incomplete. Almost picked up by Snowden once again.
Yeah, Snowden there again to break up the pass. Jump the route. Good speed. He's frustrated with himself. Expectation to pick that pass off.
Under overcast sky, 2nd and 10 from the 32 right to left, 11:42 left to go. Cougars trailing the Patriots 18-7. On the near hash mark, the quarterback, Krager in the shotgun. He's got 2 running backs behind him. Receiver in the wing T formation right side. Snap, fakes a handoff, 4 now 5 rush, pressure from the right side. Pass is caught on the dive at the 41. Did he pluck it off the ground before it hit the turf? He did. Fantastic play by Lane Koenig.
Yeah, ball a little underthrown, comes back. By all indications, the refs are calling that pass complete.
It was close, gain of 8, brings up 3rd and 2 from the 40. Cougars have to reach their own 42 as we approach 11 minutes left. They're down by 11. Krager, shotgun, far side, far hash, wing T formation, Thompson, McCallion behind him. The snap, the drop back, both backs block, 8 rush, lob down the left side, and it hits off the back of the defensive back as Koenig tried to go across field, incomplete. I think there was maybe a hold your breath moment, seeing if there was going to be a flag or not.
Right, because I didn't see much of an effort to play the football on the defensive back, so I'm with you, Ryan. Bit surprised. I'm actually surprised by the play call in this down and distance situation. Now this sets up a 4th and short in their own territory, and it looks like Catoctin will go for it.
Yeah, they have to get this here. Down by 11. Under 11 left to go. On the far hash mark, Krager shotgun. 4 down linemen for the Patriots. Handoff, and he's not going to get it. The pressure from the Patriots pushes the back into the backfield. A loss of 1 and a turnover on downs. The front
77 Cam Johnston led that charge with the penetration. Then the middle linebackers finished it off. Another turnover on downs.
The front 7 for the Patriots. A+ performance today. Sparkling grades on their game report card.
And looks like the Catoctin 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Got all 11 in there.
So now the Patriots, the sun peeks through, working left to right from their own 40, trying to salt this one away. Handoff goes to Ahmad. He cuts to the outside, down the left sideline, pushed out at the 22 as Ahmad turned on the Jets and picked up 18.
Yep, took that ball, went up guard, and then bounced to the outside, down the far sidelines. Really good run.
First and 10 Patriots.
They officially marked him down at the 20, where he went out. I think that's the longest run for Ahmad today. Nice balanced offense for the Patriots. 2-8 last year. Got off to a slow start, losing their first couple games. Played better after that before fading down the stretch. It is a team that uses almost every player on both sides of the ball, and they've held up. As Krager, right up the middle, off the option, into the secondary, tackled at the 10, stayed on his feet as he pulled down McCulliam at the 9.
Yeah, Patriots getting a lot of yardage off of that little counter play where Embry fakes to Ahmad and then just runs up through the line of scrimmage wherever the hole is.
Chase Krager has 2 passing touchdowns today. And
Embry.
Pardon me.
Yeah.
Embry for the Patriots, 2 passing touchdowns as Embry this time gives it off to the right side and tripped up in the backfield as Ahmad, and he pulls down. Yeah, Randy Embry, what a story he's been, though. 2 passing touchdowns, rushing touchdown as well, 18 points. Senior quarterback, and this is why you need that leadership at that position.
Yep, and Coach Ahern talked about him in the preseason. He expected good leadership, playmaking ability.
Ahmad now doing a good job on the run. 9:50 as the Patriots take their time with a near hash mark at the 9-yard line. Second down there, 2nd and goal from the 9. Snap again to Ahmad off the left tackle, looking for space. Cuts back, wrapped up, him high, leans forward, gain of maybe 2. Pulled down by Kai Ridenauer. And brings up a 3rd and goal from about the 6.
3rd and goal from the 5-yard line.
And A.J. Ahmad checks himself out after that play. We'll keep an eye on him, see if Embry doesn't put the ball in the air here.
Ahmad comes out, the backup running back Jace Allen comes in. He's listed as a lineman, but the sophomore, number 33, lines up to the left of Embry.
Timeout.
And now a timeout is taken. Oh, pardon me, that's Jeremy Limis. Jeremy Limis came in at running back. So timeout taken, 9:02 left to go, 18-7. Patriots on top by 11, trying to add on to it here on Cool Oldies 1450. Couple times.
In Thurmont is amazing. Not only do they support local high school sports on the radio, but they have great food, great fun, and they constantly serve our community in so many ways. Check out their Facebook page, American Legion Post 168, to find out about their exciting events. And be sure to say thank you for supporting our local community. And don't you forget to say thank you every time you see them for their selfless sacrifice in military service to our country. Thanks, American Legion Post 168. We salute you.
Patriots trying to salt the game away, leading at 18-7, 9:02 remaining in the 4th quarter. As Randy Embry and company have the ball, 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line of Catoctin. The backup running back is still out there, Jeremy Limis. We'll have to keep an eye on that. It's a fake handoff by Embry, tries to run to the outside. Defenders are there, and they pull him down at the 4. Great outside tackle made to prevent the touchdown.
From his safety position, Tyler McCallum closed quickly. Drop Embry for no gain. 4th and 4.
Now we see what the decision is for the Patriots. Coach Ahern looks like he'll keep his guys out there. Haven't seen him kick yet today. And good news is A.J. Ahmad subs in. So Ahmad comes in. He will line up to the left of Embry in the shotgun. Going forward on 4th and goal from the 5. 2 receivers left side, 1 to the right. Embry rolls left, passes to the end zone. Deflected at the last second by Kai Ridenauer. Great play to force the turnover on downs.
Another goal line stand by the Cougars. That's been each team 2 goal line stands here in the game.
Seen a couple great defensive plays inside the red zone. In fact, if I'm right in saying this, I know at least one touchdown was not from inside the red zone. Another was outside the 10-yard line. So once they're inside the 10, both these defenses have been pretty good.
Really have stood up and protected their goal line.
So the Cougars go to work. 1st and 10 from their own 5 in their dark blue home uniforms with the baby blue helmets, light blue pants, In the gun is Kraker. Snap, flips it off to the outside. Stumbling a bit is McCallium in the end zone. He's able to keep the legs moving, got back to the line of scrimmage before being tackled.
Yeah, I think a little miscommunication on that play. Didn't seem to be executed cleanly in the backfield. All the timing's off.
McCallium gets back to the 4. They've actually lost a yard. And 2nd and 11. All the way back in his end zone of the shotgun is Krager. In the wing T formation, Colton Gray is out there along with McCallium. Krager snap under pressure in the end zone, avoids the safety, passes to the right side, and is caught by Koenig at the 15 as he's twirled out of bounds at the 18. A magician-like escape from Krager to find the receiver.
A lot of pressure, and Chase avoided the rush, tippy-toed that end line, that he didn't step out the back of the end zone, and then fired a nice pass rolling to his right on the money. Wings the chains for the Cougars.
Great awareness by the sophomore quarterback. I think he looks more, Krager looks more confident in this second half.
Yep, a little bit of experience, couple completions, goes a long way.
So Krager in the shotgun of the wing T. 4 down linemen, 4 rush. He fakes a flip left, now looks right, rolls back to his left, passes towards his target at the 30, and just incomplete. Nice pressure by the defensive back, Addison, to make things challenging for the receiver.
Again, when Chase is flushed to the left, the ball's not as accurately thrown.
7:09 left in the game, 18-7, Cougars leading as Patriots, 18-7, getting them confused there, Patriots leading, Cougars trying to make things interesting. As Krager in the shotgun of the far hash. Snap. Fakes the handoff, 6 rush, pressure up the middle, lob down the middle, high ball, is almost caught, then dropped. It went over the intended target and dropped into the hands of Dotson, and then Dotson couldn't hold on to it. He didn't really have anybody behind him if he could have kept in that ball and then took off running.
Yeah, a little confusion there on the route too. Too many receivers in the same area. First off, it looked like it was going to be intercepted. Made it through the defender and then dropped into the arms of Dotson. He wasn't expecting it. Could not corral it for the catch. Brings up 3rd and long.
Cougars 3rd and 10 from the 18. Their own 18. They have to reach the 24 on the far side of the field in the shotgun. Krager lining up on the outside of the wing T is his top target, Koenig. Fake handoff for Krager. He dumps it off in the flat. In trouble is Meisner, and he is wrapped up after a gain of maybe 2. Meisner making his first catch, cut back middle, and tackled pretty quickly.
And we have another Cougar holding an arm, and Levi's looks like he's cramping up now.
Yeah, Meisner goes down in pain after making that catch and run, then tackled with 6:47 left. The Patriots leading 18-7. Governor Thomas Johnson, after winning 2 games last year, trying to pick up a win to start this season. Catoctin trying to work the comeback. They are running out of time, though. 4th and 8 from their own 19 with a player down. Hot day, humid day. We've seen probably about half a dozen players get what we think to be cramps as we go ahead and go to break on Cool Oldies 1450 and the Frederick County Sports Connection.
Is the leader in high school sports broadcasting. Since 2008, we have broadcast more high school sporting events than any radio station in the 4-state area. Football, basketball, baseball, and softball. Regular season playoffs and state championships from Southern PA to Brunswick, the Western Mountains of Maryland to the Eastern Shore. Cool Oldies 1450 THU is number 1 in high school sports broadcasting.
On 4th down, the Cougars have to go for it as they face a 4th and 8 from their own 18. They got to reach the 26. And now another timeout is taken. This one is taken by the Cougars. Still 6:31 left. Cougars trailing the Patriots 18-7. as they walk back to their sideline. So really right here, Coach Little, the Cougars need to pick this one up.
Well, I think they're punting, actually.
Oh, are they going to? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, this is too big of a risk.
Okay.
This deep in their own territory. I think what they did there is they were light on personnel as they came out of just too many players for the Cougars sitting on the bench. And there were only 10 men in on that punt team. So Coach Ridenauer forced to call a timeout.
Maybe get a punt, get a quick stop. What that takes, maybe about 90 seconds off the clock, and then see what you can do on offense. But the opportunities are limited right now for the Cougars, the way their offense has been working today. A couple good drives, but unable to punch some in.
Yeah. And the Patriots just limiting them to short plays. Maybe the biggest chunk play was 20, 25 yards for the Cougars all afternoon.
With the sun coming out again, Colton Gray is punting. Here it is. It's away. High comes down at the 40. It's returned. The returner is Darnell Taylor, and he slides after making the catch at the 39 of the Cougars. So Patriots start there, trying to work the clock down, leading by 11. 6:26 left in the first game of the regular season.
Good to see A.J. Ahmad back into the game for the Patriots, the running back position.
Went out for a couple plays, now comes back in. Embry, the senior quarterback, 1,100 yards passing. It really was about 1,140. And then 11 passing touchdowns. And a maybe neutral zone infraction's got to be the call. Yep, that is on the defense. It is a 5-yard penalty. Ball moves over to the 34.
Good discipline by the Patriots to not move on the hard count.
Now 1st and 5 from the 34. Embry turns and hands off to Ahmad. He tries to run up the middle. Defense pulls him down. Great tackle by Lane Koenig, who's been great on both sides of the ball. Makes a tackle for a loss.
Lane continues to work hard. Big play there. After the 5-yard penalty, drops him for a 2-yard loss. Big situation for the Catoctin defense again. Felt like I've been saying that most of the afternoon.
Yeah. 2nd and 7. 6 minutes left. No rush for the Patriots as they try to pick up a win to start the season under their brand new head coach, Vince Ahern. Over 30 years of head coaching experience, taking over a program trying to create some momentum, and this would be a really good start, holding on and winning on the road against Catoctin. Embry, shotgun, turns, hands off. Ahmad up the middle, behind the center. Gained 3 or 4 as the defender jumped on his back and pulled him down.
And really, the Patriots, if you're Coach Ahern, if things continue to hold as they have, pretty happy with today's performance. They seem like they've gotten a little better every drive they've been on the field offensively. Defense has been solid pretty much all afternoon. And they've moved on to next play when they made some mistakes. So he has to be really happy with that.
I think this would be a run. No, it's not. It's a quick pass to the tight end, snuffed it on the comeback pattern on the left side, hit his hands and dropped to the turf. And brings up a 4th and 5. That does stop the clock at 4:58. So Patriots have not been really one to kick. This will be way too far for a field goal. They're not going to punt from here, so they'll go for it on 4th at about 4 from the 33.
Yeah, Emery put that in the right spot, just snuffing, unable to maintain control.
So with the mountains of Catoctin surrounding the field, here is Embry the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, and he's tackled at the shoelaces, will not get it. Great pressure from Colton Gray. He pulled him down by the right ankle, and a turnover on downs.
Yep, so they went to that quarterback counter play. Colton Gray smelled it out, snuffed it out, and tripped up Embry. Turnover on downs is exactly what Catoctin needed. Somehow they need to generate some chunk plays here, though. They need down 2 scores.
Cougars working right to left. 4:54 and ticking, down by 11 to the 30. You need about 2 or 3 chunk plays here and try to score within 90 seconds. If you're the Cougars, if you want a chance. Here comes a pressure off the fake handoff, and down goes the quarterback, Krager. 3 Patriots in his face for the sack.
Osmar Chavaria with the pressure and the sack.
Krager losing 7, 2nd and 17. Clock continues to tick, 4:30 left. And now the Cougars will lick their wounds, get in the huddle, and try to decide what play can work on this 2nd and 17. Against the 3-4 defense of the Patriots, this wing T offense not really for big plays. It's more of a ground and pound, work the clock, make positive yardage, confuse the defense. Cougars, snap, step up as
Pressure
Krager,
again.
and again he goes down. This time it's the nose tackle in his face. The outside lineman forced him up in the pocket, and the interior lineman finished the job with the sack.
Let's credit Isaiah Young with that one. And we have a timeout, Cougars.
Cougars take a timeout. Long 3rd and 19 from their own 20. They have to reach the 39.
And Cougars' second timeout. So each team with 1 timeout left here in the second half really puts Catoctin behind the 8 ball here on this possession.
Cougars' upcoming schedule, they play Clark County and Williamsport on the road, so they won't be back for 3 weeks.
Yeah, Clark County typically strong out of Virginia. In fact, we saw that game, was that just last year when Clark County came up here? Williamsport with a big win over Brunswick to start the season last night. So
tough schedule.
Tough schedule.
Yeah. Be a tough challenge for Chase Krager, the sophomore quarterback who's looked much better in the second half, but he has his team down by 11, 3:43 left, long 3rd and 19 from the 20 for Krager. In the shotgun bunch formation, left side, 3 receivers almost in a line. Now in motion left to right is McCallion. Krager takes a snap, hip high, rolls to his right, under pressure, throws back left and overshot his target as he was looking for Thompson on the near sideline, and it's incomplete.
Quentin Thompson flies out of bounds.
He'll roll right, throw to the comeback, and just ran out of room here. Sets up 4th and long.
4th and 19.
Coach Ridenhauer in a no-win situation.
Yeah.
And now Patriots, by my record, their 3rd and final timeout of the half.
So Patriots will give their defense time to catch their breath. With 3:38 left, 18-7. Seen a lot of possessions today, a lot of back and forth. Yes, we have the 4 touchdowns, but it really feels like even with those 4 scores, the defense has been the winner on both sides probably today.
Yeah, and we talked about this earlier. The 2 goal line stands by both teams were huge.
I think the story of halftime kind of holds up in the second half. One team has a quarterback making his first start, gaining confidence, gaining experience in Chase Krager. And then the other side, you got Randy Embry, who when he had to make some big plays, he did. Got a little luck a few times, but the senior quarterback, a couple passing touchdowns, that has been the difference today.
Yeah, and they closed out that first half with the untimed down touchdown and just rode that momentum. Now it looks like Catoctin has chosen to punt.
Colton Gray back at his own 10. Returner back of the 5, and the ball goes past Gray into the back of the end zone. He tight ropes it back and still gets the kick away. Nice job by Gray just to get it out of the end zone. And it goes out of bounds not a whole lot farther than where the play started at the 22. It's a net difference of 2 yards. So at least
almost
Gray will the same page.
Yeah, sometimes you sit down and reflect after the game. You wonder if it wouldn't have been a better situation just to take a safety there.
Sure.
Come out here, you can onside kick from the 20, or you can at least kick it deep, and the Patriots don't have the ball first 10 at the 20 for the clinching score.
I think anytime. Tough, though, for a kicker when you're back there. You don't want to cost your team, too, but I think you're right there, Coach. Handoff goes to Ahmad. No, it's a quarterback keeper off the left side. Running is Embry, and he's hit hard at the 16. Embry, one of his biggest licks today. The 320 and ticking, leading by 11.
Meisner up from his defensive back position. Wrap Embry up at the ankles.
Patriots trying to work the clock. Don't need to score again, of course. Approaching the 3-minute mark. A couple first downs would do it. They need to reach the 10 for a first down. They're at the 16, and that would bring up a 1st and goal, and they could likely just run down the clock at that point if they like to.
And if I'm Coach Ahern, I don't want my quarterback running right now.
No. Feed Ahmad on this play. He's to the left of Embry. That's where the ball goes. Ahmad straight up the middle. Hit at the line. Another big hit. This one by Colton Gray. And he's been all over the field defensively.
Tackled with the line by Colton Gray.
Now 3rd and 6 with 2:30 left.
And 5 for the Patriots.
4 down territory. Just keep pushing it up behind that big offensive line.
Patriots taking their time, up by 11. They can feel the first win of the season, trying to get off to a great start, hoping for a win on the road against Catoctin. 2 passing touchdowns, one at the very end on an untimed play by Randy Embry. 2:05. I think he'll have to snap it one more time before the 2-minute mark. He does. Fakes the handoff. Again keeps it himself. Presses past the first down marker to the 10. At least he's close to a first down. I think he got it. We'll wait and see what the officials say.
The preliminary signal is first down,
Okay.
1st and goal.
So 1st and goal, under 10 and counting. 1:45 left. And now the Patriots can just kneel down and run out the clock.
Cougars do have 1 timeout if they choose to use it.
And that might be them using it there.
Well, I didn't. That's a penalty because they don't have a timeout.
Dead ball. Delay of game on the offense. 5-yard penalty, previous spot. Replay first down.
So a delay of game called on the Patriots with 1:31 left. Doesn't make much of a difference to them, as all they have to do is kneel a few times and we're done here.
We'll see if that's what the Patriots choose to do. Looks like they are doing victory formation. Embry under center.
That has to feel good for Coach Ahern, making his first appearance as the head coach for the Patriots, and a kneel down from the senior quarterback Randy Embry. And he's been a great story today. 2 passing touchdowns, a rushing touchdown, no picks. It's been Embry, the great play of the receiver Darnell Taylor, who has both receiving touchdowns. Then the defense for the Patriots, when they've had to come up big inside the red zone, they've been fantastic.
And it looks like they haven't practiced this victory formation a whole lot. Coach Ahern was just telling Randy, just take 1 step back and take a knee. You don't need to take it back 5 yards.
We're trying to waste a little bit more time. Not worth it, though. So
yeah, not worth it at this point.
He'll do 1 more kneel down, and that will be the game.
Yep, as soon as clock tips under 40.
There it is, 41-40. And now Embry comes up under center, takes a snap, kneels down.
There it is.
And that is going to do it. The Patriots, who went 2-8 last season, they're going to win their first game of the year under new coach Vince Ahern. There is a timeout taken, though, by the Cougars. They had 1 more left.
He took a timeout.
So a late timeout taken by the Cougars. They blow their last one, and they force 1 more kneel down coming up for the Patriots.
Right.
Some stuff to work on for both teams. Coach Ridenauer, I think defense, they feel okay. But there's a lot of cleaning up to do offensively. New formation, new style. It'll take some time for the players to get used to.
Yeah, and when you have a lot of changes, offense is
Sure.
typically a little behind the defense on those adjustments. I'll tell you what, if I'm Coach Ahern, I'm really happy with the way my team fought through the first half, made the big play at halftime, and then continued to ride that. And they were very solid this entire second half with touchdowns, in each quarter. I said we finished the first half with the untimed down touchdown, touchdown in the third quarter, touchdown in the fourth quarter, and here they are finishing off the game in Catoctin territory. So really good display by the Patriots.
One more kneel down, and this will do it as Embry out of the timeout at the 20 under center to finish off the game with 30 seconds left. There's the kneel down, and the clock will wind down. And Governor Thomas Johnson, the Patriots will win their first game of the season. They pick up the win. They go to 1-0 as the clock winds down and runs out. And the Catoctin Cougars, tough loss. New head coach as well. New starting quarterback. Will just take a little bit of time to get that offense figured out.
Yeah, and my biggest concern for the Cougars is the gentlemen that were sitting on the bench at the end of the game. Hopefully those injured players can recover quickly and get back into the action.
Gavin Phillips went out with an injury in the first half, did not return. Want to take a break? We'll go ahead and call it. So an 18-7 win for the Patriots. They beat the Cougars, 3 touchdowns, 2 through the air, 1 on the ground. The story, Randy Embry on the offense, 2 passing touchdowns and a rushing touchdown. He looked great.
Yep, and defense for the Patriots made just enough plays with those 2 goal line stands, to keep the Cougars off the board. Yeah, a lot of good on both sides, to be honest. Again, I'm concerned about some of the Cougar players. Patriots look like they came through healthy, which is a good thing. A nice win for this Thomas Johnson Patriots and the Vince Ahern era.
Well, we're just getting started. Had a game last night. That was fun. Seeing Walkersville pick up the win. And then here today, Governor Thomas Johnson picks up an 18-7 win against the Catoctin Cougars. Long season ahead, Coach Rick Little. We got a while to go, but it was a fun couple of days.
A lot of football ahead of us, and it's going to be a good year for Frederick County football.
We appreciate you tuning in. For our executive producer, cameraman, do everything man, Michael Betteridge. For Coach Rick Little, I'm Brian Pierce signing off. Catoctin falls to Governor Thomas Johnson by a final score of 18-7. We will see you next Friday. You've been listening to Cool Oldies 1450 and the Frederick County Sports Connection.
Good afternoon, all. Have a good weekend.
Don't worry if you can't make it to the game or miss the broadcast. All